Am I not live? Oh, hello. I thought I was live, and I don't think I was, or maybe I was, and I was just talking the whole time, but I just saw a nice little button that said go live. In case I didn't, what I just did was I just made a killing edge for a lair. Oopsie. I'm not very good at this whole streaming thing. So anyway, let's get into the chapter, shall we? Alright, chapter 7, the Hortensia Bridge. You look sleep deprived? I mean, I always look sleep deprived. That's just me. It's just, I have very bad sleep patterns. But trust me, I'm not. But it is something that I hear a lot from people, is that I look tired. I have natural bags under my eyes. Like, whether I sleep 5 hours or 10 hours, I always have them. Okay, we're not going to be watching Alchris do his little dive. So, chapter 7. You know, when they first showcased this in the trailer, I thought it was meant to be that map from Radiant Dawn. But it's not. It's an original one. Lapis? Yes, we do get Lapis here. And my goodness, do I like Lapis. So let's talk about them, shall we? So, Lapis. Well, it's been a while since I played. I've got to remember the controls. Lapis! She is a sword fighter, which is a terrible, terrible class. However, Lapis is really good. Like, her base stats are some of the highest in the game at this stage. It's just she's in a really bad class. Citrine, let's go. Yeah, we'll get onto her as well. We get 3 pretty decent units here. So Lapis, I think Lapis is amazing, but you need to reclass her. And I think the problem that a lot of people do is they don't reclass her and they just go, wow, this is a mid unit. But if you reclass her, she is very, very good. Her personal is a little dubious. It's hit avoid plus 10 at the cost of minus 10 crit. It's pretty good. Like, if you're not using killing edges and stuff with her, it's decent. I mean, hit and avoid's always nice. Then we get Citrine. My goodness, is Citrine a little bit overrated? I know it hurts to say it. I think Citrine is really good. What up? Yeah, hello, hello. Citrine is really good. She has massive magic, but she has no speed at all. I think a lot of people rate her very highly because they did the Olin ring thing where you can get her to always double with thunder. But later into the game, you do really notice her speed dropping off. Her personal's pretty lame as well. Like, if she's a vulnerary, other people get a bit of healing from it. Like, it's there, I guess. The good thing about Citrine for Ironmans, though, is she's level 10 and she has very good base stats. So you can not field her for a bit, and then when you lose units, you can just promote her and put her straight in, and she'll be useful because she has staves. And like, her magic's high enough that Thunder will chip. And then Alchrist. Wow, Alchrist is he's certainly a unit. I don't really know what to say about him. He's not good, he's not bad. He gets the funny Luna on promo, which is very, very funny, you know, but it's a proc skill, so it's not reliable. But you can give him like a Brave Bow, and you can get a lot of Luna procs off it. We'll definitely be using him, especially as we don't have Etier. His personal, I don't really fully understand how this works, and I've got like nearly 300 hours in the game. He gets strength sometimes, basically, but you can't really rely on it for anything. It was fun using Vantage 4-on build on Citrine. Yeah, so you can do things to, you know, make up for the fact she doesn't have speed, and she will be very good. I mean, if you're using DLC, she is incredible with Soren. She's probably one of the best bolting users outside of maybe Vale. So yeah, and we get them all for free, which is very nice. So let's have a little look at who we want to bring. I think, yeah, okay. Actually not going to bring Clan, going to bring Boosh instead. This is mostly just because I want the Fire Tome for Citrine. Oh, I guess we could not field Sean. I think Sean's just useful for backup, not backup, what's it called? Man, it's been a while since I played Engage. The last time I played was last stream. I've forgotten the term. What do we want to give him here? Just something that gives magic or speed or defense or something, really. I don't think we got many magic rings. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. We just need something so he gets half SP. Citrine's speed was kind of cringe, but her combat was decent. Yeah, like, she's incredible early, falls off a bit if you don't do something with her. But there are plenty of options of what you can do. Okay, so this map, I should have probably moved people around. Oops.
Oh, the Divine Dragon is absolutely
not as cute as we are.
I had to leave that bit in. Rosado's funny. I think Rosado's a funny character. Very controversial character, but I actually quite like Rosado. Okay, so what I like to do on this map is split, which is usually not a very good idea, but in this it's not too bad. Especially as we don't have very tanky units to kind of choke one side. So first things first, let's get some weapons on Citrine and Lapis. So yeah, I don't know whether I was live or not, but I made this Killing Edge and I was kind of talking about it while I was doing it, but I don't think I was live, so look at this. Look at this. Alir, Alir, Alir. Think people go for Bolganone Citrine? Do they?
I had to stop you.
A better Forge Elfire Mage Knight. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing with Citrine. You cannot really go for super heavy tomes because she's already so slow. Unless you're just going for,
Prince Alchrist,
Thunder.
Citrine, stay back. I'll handle this. I can knock down...
I don't think you will handle anything, Lapis, at the moment. Like I said, Lapis is very good, but she needs to be reclassed. We'll try and get the longbow on Alchrist at some point. Out of the convoy.
Sorry.
Okay.
Right?
Do we have anything for Lapis? Probably not. We're not using the Folk of Anger. I suppose she could have the Silver Sword. I'm not sure she's ever going to use it because it's going to slow her down so much, but who knows? Alir doesn't really need it anymore. We might have to wait on giving Citrine fire because that Pegasus will murder her. Empress Gaming, perhaps, on this general. So we got 2 maps to go until we get Roy and we can get sword power on Celine. Oh, she missed. That's alright. Need to remember that we're trying to feed Anna a bit here. Maybe I should have gone for a fire there just to get some damage on to Celine. Oh, Alfred, you can tell we've not really been using you much.
Let's go.
Oh dear. This is what comes of not arranging people. I guess we can move Citrine over here. She can just pick up fire later. It's fine.
Now this help that needs a walk.
I love this theme. The Brodia theme's really good, in my opinion. Ooh. Now, this map isn't too bad, but it can catch you off guard. Like, if you get hit by 3 or 4 units, it's this bit mostly. You get hit by 3 or 4 units, you are going to feel it. If the game was a bit more generous as Master and Second, Lapis would have raised her biggest problem, competition. Absolutely. I fully agree. That's why we're doing the well. Because if we can get some Master Seals or Second Seals out the well, it's going to make a lot of units a lot better, which would be very nice. Let's send John down here so we have some healing down here as well. I'm not really too sure where Anna's going to go. I guess we could use an Obstruct just for experience. We're still pushing for her level 10. But yeah, Alir and Chloe are kind of no-brainers for the first Master Seals, and then you get like 1 more, which is kind of like a free space you can give to whoever you like. I usually, if I was just playing normally, I'd give it to Citrine, usually.
Me? Okay.
However, we're doing kind of like Magic Anna, Magic Saline. We're probably going to do Magic Chloe.
We've had such a wonderful time playing together.
So I think Citrine might be taking a bit of a backseat this run.
It's been lovely. So I hope
I really like Hortensia, by the way. I'm like the one person that likes Hortensia.
Nearby
I think Hortensia is one of the best written characters in Engage. Like, if you actually like read some of her proper supports later on. Oh my goodness, Alfred. Okay.
Nice.
She's got a very sad backstory. Also, I'm a massive Alice in Wonderland fan, so I do appreciate the Queen of Hearts reference in her design. Although I think it was lost on most people. Oh, I've kind of got blinds over my face. 1 second. Let's see if I can't fix that a bit. Oh, not like that. Oh, that's made it worse. 1 second. There we go. That's a bit better. Okay. So these mages, Aaliyah's gonna obliterate one of them, which is good. Maybe we'll focus on the top first. This could be an Anna kill. Direct rumored this week, get hype. Is it actually? I've heard that it was meant to be February. I can't wait for them to announce Engage 2. It's going to be wonderful. But in all honesty, like, if we don't get some information about, like, FE4 remake or something Fire Emblem, I would be surprised. Lots of Uncle Nintendo saying it, so believe it's real. Oh, yeah. I do like how so many people work at Nintendo. Yeah, I mean... Whew. Direct. If they announce Switch 2 and the new Fire Emblem is like a launch title for it, that's going to be crazy. Revelations 2? Yeah, that would be amazing if I predicted that. Unironically though, how hard would Fates go in the Engage engine? Oh, it'd be amazing. I'd absolutely love that. I mean, it's never going to happen. But you can dream, you know? So... she's just going to obliterate things now. Look at this. Killing Edge goes pretty hard, I'm not going to lie.
Sleep now.
We're going to be hearing that a lot from Aaliyah, I think. 50% crit. I mean, that's the thing with some of these engraves. You can just push your crit so hard, so early. It's so nice.
I'm ready.
Now, a kind of a thing that I always feel a bit funky about is using these level 10 units when you're like, oh, but I'm going to promote them when I get the chance. It almost feels like wasted XP, even though it's not at all. But maybe we just start feeding Yunaka. Oh my god, 21. Steel Dagger also goes very hard early, my goodness. I mean, if you just looked at Aaliyah and Yunaka here, you'd be like, is this maddening? Like, is this actually maddening mode? This looks like a complete snooze. It's just because we've souped them up so much. Oh, it's very nice. Okay. Oh, and shall we complete the Holy Trinity with Saline? Sadly, she doesn't double, but wow, 11 sword. The extra free damage from Aaliyah. Oh, it is tea time. Yeah, the Aaliyah passive is so nice. Another level for Saline. HP, speed, defense, res. She just does not want to level magic at all. Ever. I mean, as the kind of canonical magic lord, it is pretty disappointing how low her magic growth is. I'm not going to lie. So let's just keep feeding our A squad. If there's no Fire Emblem this direct, it means Fire Emblem is dead forever and we're never getting another one ever. There'll be people that unironically post like that. They'll be like, oh, Engage was such a flop that they're now just giving up on the series. Watch my hour-long video where I talk about this. Oh dear. Oh, what am I talking about? I gave her the fire. No, wait. Does Citrine always come with a fire tome? I thought she only came with a thunder. I'm going crazy. I was so convinced that she only starts with a thunder, huh? Alright, get in there. Our bottom side is definitely a lot stronger, but it's fine because we're about to meet up in the middle anyway. Celine tends to grow her damage stats evenly. Yeah, she does. I mean, if you just look at her personal growths, I'm pretty sure her strength's actually higher than her magic, but then her class gives her more magic than strength, so it kind of evens out. They tried to make her like Celica, and I get why, but it ends up in her being a little underwhelming. Ivy is the mage. I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't really count Ivy because you get her so much later, but yeah, you're probably right on that one. Ivy is so good. Oh my goodness. Although she's not brilliant in an Ironman because of her luck, but we'll work on ways to resolve that. There's plenty of ways to fix her luck. And we will be using all of them, probably. Oh, Chloe. That energy drop we gave her last time has salvaged her so much, despite her refusing to level strength. Who will be your project units again? So, we are going to be using Anna, or trying to use Anna. We'll see how it goes. Celine, obviously, like the second we get Roy, we're probably going to put all our books into giving her sword power, which will be, well, it will certainly be something. Oh, this is actually kind of bad up here. I'll focus on this in a second. And other than that, I don't know. I mean, we can't have too many meme choices, as much as I do like meme units. Maybe we'll just block this Pegasus a bit with a Lear. Although that doesn't really work because it's a Pegasus. What am I talking about? We should have used that time to get the longbow out. Can you do multiple trades? I actually can't even remember. I'm sure you can. Yeah. Alright, that'll be useful. But yeah, other than that, project units. Who am I going to want to do a bit of memeing with? Wait, no, what am I doing? I was like, oh, we can do the Chloe thing because of the, we'll deal with the archer with one of these two, and then I've just moved them around like a Muppet. Oh, for goodness sake, we're going to have to rescue her now. I'm already off to my classic, just nattering away and not paying attention. No, we're not losing Chloe now. Not a chance. No, thank you. Thank goodness for that rescue stuff. What would we have done if we didn't have the rescue? Could Jean have... No, Jean couldn't even got around to Chain Guard. Oof. Oh boy. I had to pay more attention. Cicely, we really need her to start doubling to the point where it might even be worth a promo on her. We might just retreat a bit here because these guys are underwhelming. So sorry about that. No, don't be at all. That's entirely on me. That is me doing my classic. So yeah, we could have done some recover shenanigans there. I don't think I've ever had to do this on this chapter before, but may as well take it easy. We're playing an Ironman after all. Let's not be silly. Cantering into the archer, they never see it coming. Yeah. Why is he going for Yunaka? What? Okay. You have chosen death.
Was that too much?
Oh, there's his personal. +3 strength. Now, does that stay on this turn? Because like I said, I don't really know. Like, Alcris is such a weird unit. It does stay on this turn. Okay, that's actually that's better than I give it credit for. I just don't really use Alchrist ever because I use warriors mostly, and I'm not a big fan of Luna. Like, it's funny, and we'll try and do it in this run, but proc skills, I've never been a big fan of proc skills. They always let you down when you need them most. Okay, this could be a chance for another Lady Anna kill, maybe. She's not going to do 10. Oh, maybe she will, actually. Axes do have pretty high might. Perfect. I should probably be looking for supports to give her more hit. I mean, didn't she get Fran support now? Although maybe we should be looking for men's instead, because it's just free XP. Yeah, I'm kind of using my units that can get free XP to attack instead. Oops. Right. See, this is like one of the last chapters where you can get pretty good use out of Etier. Sadly, we lost her. Alright, Chloe, are you going to level strength ever? Nope. Wow, that's a hell of a level up. Everything but strength and build. This is the most cursed. Well, I mean, she's not cursed because she is getting like really good other stats. But we gave her an energy drop. I think she's only leveled strength like once, right? Or something like that. It's a bit shocking, honestly. Okay, so we can now move Alfred in here because, yeah, he doesn't really care about that Pegasus Knight. Weapon lock units always have trouble to shine to the other units. Yeah. Yeah, that's the case throughout pretty much the whole series. You're not going to one-shot Anna, are you? No. He's going to hurt a lot. $30. Wow, he one-shot Sean. The game is telling you to go Mage Knight Chloe. Mage Knight Chloe. Ooh, maybe. I mean, it'd probably be more worth our time to do Griffin Knight. I mean, I would ideally want to do Martial Master eventually, but the only time that you can really get that going is after Chapter 17. And then it is pretty funny. So if she manages to survive that long and get to that point, we'll definitely do that. We could pull this guy in with an Armor Slayer. No, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. We'll do that once everyone else has moved up a bit before things get too shaky. She's 2 points of magic ahead of average, is she? Yeah, I guess she has leveled it a fair... Ooh, 2% crit, though. Don't take my Anna from me now, please. This is the scary part of using Anna, is getting her to the point that she can actually do something. We might just use Mend here instead, because it's free experience. Very nice. Okay, Anna, let's have a look. Wow! What are these levels? Incredible, Anna. Absolutely incredible. Thank you. Wow, wow, wow. We like that very much. She's gonna pluck those wings on her horse to do that, though. Alright, let's just move people in. I'm probably overthinking this a little bit. Like, we have some very good units, actually. This is probably one of the better starts I've had. I think it's because I've done a few of these runs now and gotten to about, what, chapters 16 to 18 or 19. So I do actually know the beginning of Engage pretty well now. I'm starting to get the strats down, which is satisfying. Let's just start using Recover. May as well. It's just more SP. The more SP we get on her, the less we have to use to get sword powers. Anna on her way to be the worst unit in the game. Be like, I know, right? I was looking at some tier lists, my favorite content tier lists, and people were putting Anna as like the very worst unit in the game, which I think is so unfair. Like, she's bad, but compared to like Bonet and not a chance, Jade, like, nah. Lit gaming, my goodness.
I won't forget you.
It's mad how XP works in Engage, that Elir's not getting reduced to XP now she's promoted. Okay, this is now looking a little spooky. This is why it's a good thing I didn't pull with Ilir that first time. So this guy, is he gonna hurt Alchrist? A little bit. But we're going to deal with that other general, so it won't be too bad. Not general, armor knight. Imagine if there was a general on this map, my goodness. Don't miss, though, because that would be bad. Thank you. Oh, I swapped to the longbow. I thought I was moving back to the steel bow. That'll be why. Oh, that's actually kind of bad. Ah, for goodness sake. Thunder. 12 resistance. 20. Yeah, she plucks him. Oh, I could have staffed there, actually. Yeah, I know, I forgot I equipped the longbow. Don't miss. These are some shaky hits. One of them's gonna miss eventually.
I beg your pardon.
You can't reach. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, but longbow, wait, he doesn't double him now, does he? No, okay, good. He's super slow. Okay, I think we're all right. I'm just getting a little carried away. Now this is bad. Ooh. I guess we just have to keep killing them all with a leer. But yeah, this is the part of the map I was talking about. Like, this middle part can be a bit shaky, especially if you haven't moved people up right. Oh yeah, we got Canter on a leer now. Very nice. Okay, that actually makes this a lot simpler. I'm a little dubious of the archers. Let's not be too hasty here. What have you got? Just an iron axe, yeah. That's alright. What? I guess we won't be able to see their hit chance on Yunaka, but it's not going to be very good. I'm just a little dubious of this guy. Ah, that's alright. Move her here. Get another mend. Oh, it's so nice. I swear the mend staff is... I think I called it the XP Jagan before. I'll stand by that. We could even give them the choice of Yunaka or Alir, and this means we can get another recover off. And I think this should be okay. Oh, he can hit Jean. But that's alright. Yeah, we could chain guard the chain guard, do the chain guard chain. There we go.
Stay back.
And that just gives us someone else to heal as well, which is nice. We're going to be relying on Yunaka quite a bit in some of the upcoming chapters now that we've lost Louis. We might need her to deal with Rosado on chapter 10. Either that or we can give Celica engraved to someone, because that killer axe is no joke. Okay. This is not bad. Oh, that looks like a Lady Anna kill if I ever saw one. Very nice.
Come again.
Although I feel like Mend actually gives her more XP than kills. Or at least it seems like it might. We've kind of missed out on the opportunity to engage. We probably should have engaged with Anna, so we could get like group mends going. Okay, I kind of would like to deal with the chain guard. Let's start at the bottom and work our way up. Oh, I guess Fune's not really doing much. We could kind of chuck this in order to break the chain guard, or maybe Iron Axe for a slightly better hit. Yeah. Okay, very nice. Now we should just be able to murder everyone. Maybe even bring Aaliyah down, because we're going to have to deal with this horse guy of everyone else, probably. Brunei, Boucheron. What's the difference?
I won't forget you.
I always mix the two of those up. They kind of fall in the same category in my head, to be honest. It's kind of hilarious. People think Anna is that bad when she can get a promotion from like one chapter with Micaiah while Alfred exists. Yeah, it is true. I mean, if we wanted to be really cheesy, we could have gotten Anna to level 10 in John's chapter and her chapter easily, honestly. Like, if you really, really wanted to. I just didn't want to because it was taint, and it's like a bit tainty, and I thought it would take too long.
Just a scratch.
But thinking about it, I probably should have done it just because it would be funny. There's no way Lapis is going to do enough to this guy. Maybe with that silver sword, actually. Just from the sheer might of the silver sword alone. Yep. Hey, she did actually get something useful out of having the silver sword. I take back my earlier words. Sailing, gaming, absolutely. She is gaming and then some. Look at this. I mean, we may as well just use warp, seeing as it's about to run out. And it's guaranteed hit. I also don't know if using engage attacks builds more bonds, although that doesn't really matter, I guess, because we're already ranked 10.
Allow your soul the rest
But we get to see the cool animation at least. This character can't one round at join time. She is terrible. Yeah, I mean, that's a very antiquated Fire Emblem take that you do see a lot. I will admit, though, like, there is something to be said about unit feel on joining. If a character is, like, bad on their joining map, it doesn't really encourage you to use them and see how they go. I do wonder how many people say certain units are bad just because they've never used them because they look bad. And they're like, well, they must be bad, otherwise I would have used them, you know? I think there is quite a lot of that going on. Okay, let's just get some XP. So we dealt with the difficult part, really. A guy who used Lapis. I like Lapis a lot. I am admittedly pretty biased about Lapis, but if you put Lapis into the same class, like if you take like Lapis, Diamant, Alchrist, and Jade, or reclass them all into the exact same class, physical class anyway, Lapis will outperform all of them because her personal base stats are really good. I think they like looked at Sword Fighter and they were like, oh, Sword Fighter's pretty bad, so they gave her good base stats, and that's just the same thing they did to Kagetsu, just times 50. Kagetsu as well, they're like, oh, Swordmaster's pretty bad, so let's give him really high base stats. Kagetsu still invalidates. I hate the argument, though. The argument you always see about Lapis is like, oh, but why would you use Lapis when Kagetsu exists? Kagetsu is better. Yeah, but Kagetsu's the best character in the game, arguably. So, like, why would you use any character other than Kagetsu? It's the same argument. It's a very similar thing that people talk about with Baruka and Camilla. People always like, Baruka sucks because Camilla is a Wyvern Rider and she's better than Baruka. And it's like, why don't you just use both? Why use Pent? I mean, but that's a little different because they're like, you don't get them at the same time. You don't get, like, they're pretty far apart, Urk and Pent, aren't they? And then Pent is so dominant that it's kind of next level. But I mean, Urk is still pretty good. Don't get me wrong. I think Urk is definitely salvageable. But do a lot of people say that Urk is bad? That's not really a take that I think I've heard too much. Not compared to the Baruka Camilla one. The Baruka Camilla one drives me insane. Like, actually drives me insane. People are always like, oh, Baruka is such a bad unit. Like, has anyone that says Baruka is bad has never used Baruka? I'm sorry. But Baruka turns into mini Camilla, and why would you not want a second Camilla? Okay, so let's just kind of... I'm just edging people forwards here because we're about to do the pull. The scary pull. So let's take a little look at them, shall we? Hortensia is terrifying. Now, she doesn't look like too much, but L-Fire, having an L-Fire at this stage of the game, that's 17 magic attack coming off 18 speed. She'll one-round pretty much all your scrubs. And then she also has the Noble Rapier, which is effective against armors and calves. I'm pretty sure like an average Louis gets one-rounded by this instantly. Same with Alfred, same with Vander. Like, she will one-round a lot of people, so you've got to be very careful with her. Rosado is pretty average, really. She, you know, he hits hard, but you can deal with him. Gold Mary is scary. Gold Mary is scary because of her personal. Inflicts hit minus 20 if it's a male, which is most of your units at this point. But, you know, you can deal with them or not. We'll see how it goes. We'll try and, like, do a lot of damage to Hortensia and then see if we can pick up other things. I would like to kill Rosado for the Steel Axe, if possible, though. Just place Yunaka on the Avoid tile. Does it give a Void? Oh. Yeah, it does give a Void. Well, I guess we'll do that then. So she's going to use Lucy's ability, but it's not too bad because Lucy's all for one, doesn't really do anything. So yeah, we'll pull Yunaka. That's a great shout. Let's just get some of them a little bit closer. Sadly, bosses do not have effective damage, so Alchrist can't just like one-shot Hortensia. Which he can on lower difficulties, which I think is wild. So I think this is pretty good. We might even get a... We haven't really given Anna that much XP. Hopefully we'll get a great sacrifice in by the end. Yunaka Gaming. Yeah, absolutely. We're going to be relying on this a lot with Yunaka. Look, they're not even trying to attack her because they don't have any hit. Here we go. So this will do, like, nothing. Yeah, look. I remember the first time I ever did this map, I was terrified of this. I was like, oh my goodness, this is going to be so scary. Because I'd never seen it before. Nice. And it even gives her a nice little heal. So, Celine. Oh, we need her to start doubling. When she starts doubling, it's going to be horrifying. She's just going to be a delete button. Yeah, Hortensia does sadly have a lot of res. But that's fine. So how is Lodestar Rush? Okay, Lodestar Rush is a nice balanced skill. Wonderful. So we just need to be able to take one life bar off. Normally I would try and be soaking up as much XP here as possible, but seeing as it's an Ironman, I'd rather just secure a kill on Hortensia without taking a round of combat from her. So let's just whittle her down, and then we'll clean up what we can get at the end of it. Don't forget Mercurius bonus XP. Good shout. Yes. You are completely right. I need to... Because I got so excited about the new Killing Edge, you're right. We should still be using Mercurius where we can. I'm not going to do it now, but I just want to make sure that it... Oh, it's the same might anyway, so perfect. Right. So, Chloe, can you now just take the rest of this life bar off? Most of it. 8% crit is really not what I want to be facing there, but she actually lives it, right? 9, 18, 27. Yeah, she does. Okay, that's fine then. Oh, wait, now Alir can't... Okay, we got to leave a space open. Leave a space open for Alir. Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. I'm playing as if everyone has Canter, which they do not. Anna. Oh, no, but that's not great sacrifice. But I guess it is boss XP. Yeah, still pretty good. Okay, so now we can just clean up, basically. Let's see if we can't get this Steel Axe. That'd be very nice. Well, even though we don't really have any axe users, it's still nice to have. Something to go in the well or sell or potentially forge into something that is good. Empress Gaming. Can she kill with Echo? No, because that doesn't count as a What am I doing? I'm just pressing random buttons. Yunaka logic, I'm a stealthy thief, so I'll wear the most flashy and revealing outfit in the game. I mean, isn't Yunaka meant to be a honeypot assassin? So the idea is she lures people in with her kind of like cheery character and oh, zappy, so people like underestimate her and then she kills them.
Have to retreat.
That's what I thought she was meant to be, anyway. Louis died? Yeah, I know. In the Anna chapter of all chapters, I was just nattering away and I placed him in range of a mage. I think what happened, because I did watch it back, is I pressed A on his movement so fast that it didn't show me the line showing the mage could attack him. I think Gold Mary's going to live here, which, you know, depending on whether you're a Gold Mary fan or not, is good or bad.
I'll apologize later.
But Gold Mary's hard to take down here if you want to also take Hortensia down. So, any more XP? I mean, Lapis... not Lapis. Yunaka might get a crit, but it was not even going to be enough to kill her. Wow, she has, like, no crit on her, actually. Never mind. Do we want to give a kill to Boosh? Let's see if we can't. Just get some chip. RIP Louis, but base killing Rosado. I actually kind of like Rosado. I'm not on the bandwagon of Rosado hate, unfortunately. A pre-promote Est that's a Wyvern rider has like some of the best growths in the game. And I think Rosado's character is actually kind of funny. If Rosado had a different design, if Rosado had Lapis's design, I think Rosado would be the most popular character in the game. That could be completely wrong take, but I don't know. Like in terms of actual unit, Rosado is another character that a lot of people rate very low, but Rosado is incredible. You just need to actually put the time into making Rosado good. Yeah, you did say that last time. Oh, did I? I'm just repeating myself now.
My prayers are with you.
Lapis should have had spiked shoulder pads. Yeah, she should have had Jagan's outfit. Imagine that.
This is it.
Rosado is a cool unit to raise. He's a great martial master, but he just doesn't shut up about cuteness. Yeah, as far as one-note characters go, the problem with Rosado is Rosado got incredibly localized, understandably. So they kind of made him from slightly one-note to incredibly one-note. Speedwing likes femboys spread the word. I don't like Rosado for his design necessarily. Like, I don't know. I think Rosado's pretty good. He comes in incredibly underwhelming because he comes in with really heavy weapons and low build, but the second you give him good weapons forged, he's a monster. Get Rosado first, do chapter 17, then level up via Paralogs. Yeah, that's not a bad shout. Most supports got insanely localized. Oh yeah, the whole game is like torn to shreds. Have you not like Japanese Engage fans are absolutely seething. It's taken them like a year to kind of realize what went on, but they're really mad about the fact that because they kind of saw that Engage wasn't liked very much in the West, and they were like, why? And they looked into it and found out that we'd localized the game so it's barely recognizable, and they're very, very upset about it, understandably. But there's certain characters like Rosado, Louis, Etier, Gold Mary, who just got completely butchered, and they're not even similar to how they are in the Japanese. People were quick to make a patch, though. Didn't that patch got taken down because people were like, oh, they've added back in S supporting Anna? And it's like, well, yeah, maybe they shouldn't include that. But they also, like... that's the problem with any kind of localization debate with Engage, is people immediately jump to, oh, so you want to have the Anna stuff back? And it's like, no, I don't want the Anna stuff back. I want the rest of the game back, you know? You can leave that out if you like, but... Okay, silver, very nice. Come on, be another silver. We'll take it, we'll take it. We need one more dog, I think. Right, let's see what the funny well has for us, shall we? Come on, let's see an 1000 SP book or a seal. A seal would be funny because then we can start doing, like, shenanigans. Silverbow, novice book. We're getting pretty unlucky wells. I know we got that rescue recover one, but the other ones have been kind of dubious. Free joke items is not great. Okay, well, the Silverbow can go back in. because we're going to get one off for Gardo anyway at some point. Chuck these in, maybe. I honestly might chuck the recover in. The recover is worth so much gold, and it will help us hit 4. This isn't going to be enough. No, we got too many like joke weapons. So let's get the recover in there. It is painful to throw away a recover, but we got to keep gambling on this until we get what we need. I kind of like having the iron great axe for turning it into a silver great axe, but we don't really have anyone that's going to use that for a while, so I think it's fine. Oh, there we go. There we go. Also concerning Rosado's growths, don't most units have good growths in modern FE most of the time? Yeah, but Rosado has the best. Like, Rosado's growths are by far the best in Engage. Not only in sheer numbers, but also just in the spread of what stats he gets. They made the growths here a bit more modest compared to Awakening Fates. Yeah, definitely. Like, the growths are still high, but they're not, like, sky high, and there's certain units that you definitely feel the low growths. Like, there's certain units that just don't level certain stats. Etier has horrible personal growth, so I've modern FE. Well, she has the worst growths in the game, which I think is so silly. They gave the low bases early game archer the lowest growths in the game. Why? Okay, so do we have any near levels? I guess we could get a near level 2 and then put the other 2 into Anna. Cough, cough. Alfred, cough, cough. Alfred has good growths. That's the thing. Alfred, if you actually look at Alfred's personal growths, they're pretty decent. It's just his bases are not great. They're not terrible, but they're not great. And by the time his growths catch up to where he should be, other units have eclipsed him. Sadly. They're not good enough to make him like a growth unit, but they are pretty decent. They're not bad.
If I win, you'd better buy something.
They took a GBA archer and gave her nothing but strength. Yeah, I know, they did, didn't they? Like, yeah, her strength is decent, and you can do kind of funny one-shot builds with her, but no. Like, not when Panette exists. Panette and Amber exist, and they invalidate Etier, sadly. Because both of them have even more strength than Etier, while also getting other things.
The mysterious merchant.
The year is 2034. Most units have strength and speed growths in the 70s. I mean, what is the highest? I think the highest growth, like personal growth before class growths in the game, is Anna with 50% magic. I could be wrong. There might be a unit that has more. I mean, Gold Mary has like 50 defense. Is there a unit that has like 60% luck? That seems something that's likely, right? Okay, so are there any skills we want to pick up? Because we're about to get into some scary stuff. We've got Ivy chapter next, and Ivy is no joke. Like, you can't mess around with Ivy too much. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to start using some of these books, and we're going to give Alira Void. Now, make sure we got enough of the funny sword power meme, don't worry. So, Celine is going to have 1k, so she needs this, so we can bookmark that for her. And then we can do this. 500. We need 1,500. Because I think the sooner we get more Avoid. Oh, Vanguard Commander, thank you very much. Etier and Alfred aren't bad, just overshadowed, unfortunately. True. Well, Alfred's overshadowed, 100%, but Etier... I mean, what does Etier do that another unit can't do? That's my problem with her. Other than early game chip with longbow. But thank you very much. I appreciate that a lot, man. Right. So, what was I going to do? Oh, yeah, I was going to get Avoid. This might save our run. I don't necessarily think this is the best thing we could go for. However, I think it's a smart thing to go for. General Alir. Oh, here we go. Last stream, we had tons of people saying General, General, General. Do we have access to second seals now? I can't remember if it's now or the next chapter. Oh, delicious 15 Avoid. Let's go. Because if we do... I'm trying to think if there's anything else we want to do while we're here. Probably not. Nah, we're good for now. Let's get the steel axe off Celine. You got Cantor already? Yeah, Mercurius goes pretty hard. Alear gets so much SP, like so much SP, because a lot of the early chapters, you're basically just feeding Alear. And then in the Alear Yunaka chapter, if you give all the kills to Alear rather than Yunaka with Mercurius, the SP is just so high. I did sword agility, avoid 30. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's something we might consider later. If we end up losing a lot of units and we don't have many units left, we might just turn Alear into some god mode avoid tank. I know that that's like the kind of memey can you solo the game strategy, but it might be just what we need. Let's start getting some Lapis supports. We will be using Lapis. When I was talking about project units earlier, I wasn't even including Lapis because I don't view her as a project unit, but I assume a lot of people would.
I do want
Jade.
I'm
I'm not even going to try and say that weapon, the Yukon Vasara. That's the smash axe, right? I mean, we'll field Jade. That is a pretty good meal, nice. There's an argument to be made that Jade is one of the worst characters in the game. And I think that argument's probably okay. So we can now get Brodia. So normally I'd like to get donations to level 2, but with Brodia, I think it's worth getting level 3. It's a lot of money, but look at that. You get 5 times iron, steel, silver. That's pretty good, especially when you do like things like Lucy's Paralog. Is she female Wallace? Sort of. The problem with Jade is that she doesn't really have Armonite growths, and she's an Armonite, and she has like no hit, and then she has a magic growth, and you can make her a mage, but it's not high enough that it's like worthwhile to do. Jade is just in this weird position where she excels at absolutely nothing. So yeah, it's a shame because she's one of my favorite designs. So do we want a forge of some kind? Elfunder could be nice, but I don't think we can afford it, no. And that's not worth trading for. We don't need that right away. I don't think we can even really do much here. A weapon for Lapis would be nice.
I'll be here.
Maybe if Louis had extra res from waiting, he wouldn't have died. He actually wouldn't have. That's the funny thing, because it was like 1 damage or something over like a 1-shot. Unit that tries to be magical and physical and fails at both. Yeah. I mean, you can do like Hurricane Axe with her, and that's something that we might meme if we end up using her, but like someone like Kagetsu just does it so much better. That is eternally her problem, is... Okay, so we don't get the second seals and master seals yet, but we do have a master seal now. The smart thing to do would be to do this and, well, probably pick up swords and turn her into a sword Griffin Knight. That would be smart, and that would be pretty good. But isn't it more fun to promote the Empress? Don't you think that's a lot more fun? She only gets 1 build. Look at how bad her promo bonuses are. I don't get it. This Celine. Oh well, it's more fun to do this, so let's do it. Yeah, God mode Chloe would have been nice. Oh well. I have times where Jade gets killed by a flyer crit. Yeah. She can die long before you can recruit her, which is kind of funny as an armor knight making a last stand. Oh dear. So a Thunder would be nice. I mean, if we're not going to be fielding Citrine, we could nick her Thunder, but we probably will be fielding Citrine. So, I mean, I guess we don't really need it. We don't really need it. I think that's pretty much everything. Oh, yeah, we should just pop all these. For sure. Does early promoting not hamper you later on? Not in Engage, no. So how early promoting is kind of optimal in Engage. Whenever you have Master Seals, you should use them because internal level counts. So a 10-1 unit gets pretty much the same XP as a level 11 unpromoted. And then advanced class has higher growth rates. So yeah. Early promoting is the way to go. But they do limit your early Master Seals, so you can't just promote everyone at level 10. So it kind of, the option is, who do you promote early? Usually it's Aaliyah, Chloe, and then one free card. We've gone with Celine, who's probably bottom of the list of people you should early promote. Oh, but we should give her a staff now that she can use staves. Because that is the one benefit to early promoting it. You know, let's get rid of this slim sword. We're never going to use it. Like, I know there's ideas in my head of, like, breaking with it. I guess it doesn't hurt to have it in our inventory. So you get more benefit for leveling up at a lower innate level? Yes, absolutely. You don't want to be... So, like, with second sealing units, it puts them back to level 1. You do not want to do that with anyone not called John or Anna until they're promoted, because then they have to do 10 levels in a class with lower growth rates, and they get 10 extra internal levels. Chloe is God mode. Period. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, early Chloe promote. Like, if I was just playing normally and this wasn't an Ironman and we weren't memeing a bit, I would normally promote Chloe first thing. Slim Sword +5 saved me because of dodge. Yeah, I've never really played around with Slim Weapon Forges too much. I did it like once, but it does seem pretty good because they're very cheap to forge. Like, super cheap to forge. I mean, if we need a dodge tank, if Naka goes down for whatever reason, we could do, like, dodge tank Empress. But no, I think it's more fun to do sword power, 11 sword memes, which is what we're aiming for. After this chapter, Celine just has to live this chapter, and we'll be able to live our dreams of sword power free Celine. Okay, so we got pretty limited slots here because you get Diamant and Amber. We'll definitely want Alchrist. But who else are we dropping here? The thing with Lapis, even though we will use Lapis, I think we don't actually need to field her, because what we're going to do with her is we're going to promote her and class change her immediately. So there's not really a whole lot of point of fielding her now, just getting some XP on her. Like, why? That's the beauty of Citrine and, say, Lapis, is they come in level 10, so you can just pop them whenever you like. Although we don't really need Boucheron. Maybe we'll do Citrine. Thunder is nice. And we'll give them some rings. Alchrist, we just want strength. Maybe speed, if there's a strength speed, which I think there is. Ira, no, that's not. There is a strength speed somewhere that we weren't using. Yeah, John had it. And Citrine, we don't have magic rings, which is a little bit of a pain. Zell and Fram. Oh, Clan. Yeah, we're not using him. Okay, decent. I think this is pretty good. Let's just double check. I guess we could give a vulnerary to Chloe. And Fram. It's pretty good on Fram for getting a chain guard back. Class change Lapis to what class? I'm a Wyvern Knight Enjoyer, or Wyvern Rider, however you want to call it. However, you can also do Warrior. I've done Warrior Lapis a few times. I think on my first playthrough on the channel, I did Warrior Lapis, and it was very good. Just, yeah, anything but Swordmaster. Swordmaster has such low bases that it's just not great. And then the Sword Lock. Swords are good in Engage, don't get me wrong. As you can see, we have some incredible sword units, but Sword Lock isn't wonderful. And with that, I think we're pretty good. I don't think Alchrist can reach the Ballista from here. I mean, we could give him Sigurd so he can use the Ballista on the first turn. Wyvern Rider Lapis, yeah. I think if you promote and class Wyvern Rider Lapis, she gets like 15 strength, 15 speed, or like 14 strength, 14 speed. It's really good. Really, really good. Should we do the Sigurd thing? It seems like a waste. No, it seems like a waste because we're just going to have him on that spot the whole time. How'd you get 40 speed on a general? By having a 40, by having a like high base personal speed. So like Lapis has really, really, really high personal speed growth. And so does Fagado. So the two of them, you can put them in a slow class and they'll have a good speed just from their personal. 15 in both strength and speed when insta reclassed? Yeah, I thought it was something like that. So we get 2 more units, and well, let's talk about them, shall we? Diamant. Disappointment, the character. I was talking about Jade just kind of being middling at everything. That's Diamant. Diamant can be good. He's kind of bulky. He kind of hurts, but like, kind of. You know, he doesn't excel at it. He gets soul. That's his exclusive thing, but then he has one of the lowest dex caps in the game. I mean, I shouldn't be talking about caps because you're barely going to reach caps anyway, but I don't like Diamant. I think his design is one of the coolest male designs. I like him a lot. I think he would have been good as, like, the main character, like the main lord, but I'm not a fan. We probably won't be using him much unless we start losing a lot of units. And Amber, the alpaca warrior. I used to think Amber was pretty mid. However, I've come round on Amber. This guy is really, really good. He has like a similar strength growth to Panette, but he doesn't really level anything else. However, you can kind of turn him into a one-shot machine. He makes a very good warrior. So yeah, we'll probably be using him. And his personal's really decent, actually. It's like, if there's no other units within one space, then he gets 20 hit, which is nice. Like, hit is good, because units are dodgy in Engage, especially on Maddening. So yeah. Oh, and I forgot to talk about Diamant's personal. It's kind of bad. I mean, it gives him 15 hit, which, like I said, hit is good. However, it also gives the foe hit, so it is what it is.
I'm ready.
Right, so let's start getting Alcrest rules here. So this map's kind of spooky. It's a defense map, but like all good defense maps, you get punished if you just sit here. You do need to move out and clear out some of these people, or you get very overwhelmed. We have Zelkov, who's scary, Kagetsu, who's even scarier, and then Ivy, who's the scariest. Ivy has this killer axe, is no joke, 38 crit, and thanks to Leaf, she can swap to it, so she can just randomly swap to the killer axe. Vanguard Commander with $5 again. Thank you so much, man. Amber has all the stats that Alfred wishes he had. Yes, see, this is another problem with Alfred, is that Amber comes in and kind of eclipses him. It's a real shame. It really is. So Amber can actually die here. You got to be a little careful. I've had Amber die on pretty much the first turn those enemies can come in. So let's try and get Celine down. So these units come up to break these barricades, and you can kind of you can kill them sometimes to slow it down. We probably should have had Lapis on the other side to help with that, which is very useful. Otherwise, you do have to retreat off the ballista, and having the ballista is pretty nice. Let's not have the Silver Lance on. Oh, and membership, my goodness! Vanguard Commander single-handedly supporting the channel. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that a lot.
The Divine Dragon looked at me!
Diamant has great weapon ranks, though. Yeah, he does get
Allow me.
axes, doesn't he, on his class? I mean, he makes a mean Tomahawk user, especially with his hit bonus from his personal. Yeah. I don't know if we'll be able to deal with that guy on the left. We might be able to. Oh boy. Here we go.
We will not
So Ivy
relent
doesn't
until
move
the
for a
castle
while.
is ours.
8 axes. He's meant to be successor plus Roy. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I do like that they made the
These
Lords
enemies all
a
come
little
at
bit
once.
like
Our
the
defenses won't-
units they're
Our
meant
castle
to,
has a ballista.
you know, have,
We
like,
can use that to
canonically,
get-
like Celine with Celica and Diamant with Roy. But, like, that kind of fell off a bit with some of the others. Like, is Tamara meant to be like Ike? I'm not convinced on that one. Okay, right, I need to actually pay a little attention here. Sadly, Celine, even with her promo. Can we pull a Lear over there to do that? Because killing this guy would be really nice. We're going to have to move to the right-hand side, cover that side a bit, though. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm convinced this is the best idea, but hey-ho. Tamara is a Leaf or Sigurd? Yeah, she would have made a lot more sense with one of them, to be fair. Developers probably wanted Ike and Tamara to fit the
You were
Sandstorm.
beautiful
Yeah,
while
that's
you
true.
lasted.
Yeah, I guess Sandstorm is a very Ike skill. I mean, obviously he doesn't get Sandstorm, but it's pretty fitting to him. The problem is, we kind of need Yunaka here for this. Can that Armor Knight please crit? Oh. Can that Armor Knight hit the barricade? I forget. Wow, 18. See, this is what I'm talking about, Citrine. She comes in very
Thank
good.
you
I
for
mean,
the
she's
dance.
already got like way higher magic than Empress could dream of, which is kind of sad, really, considering how much we've trained her. This is a little spooky. I'm not sure how much I like this. Oh dear. Oh dear, dear, dear.
I'm ready.
I mean, we can do a Roy engage here, Blazing Line, to try and, like, just hold this side off and hopefully pull Chloe across.
There's my
What happened to the Conquest Ironman? My man's been frozen in time. Yeah, that was a long time ago, and I was enjoying it a lot. And then I just kind of ran out of free time where I could do it, and it became longer and longer since I'd last done it. I'd love to carry that on, to carry on and like play a bit of Conquest again, for sure. And I probably will. Like after this, I might go back to Conquest. Definitely. But yeah, I just ran out of free time, and then it became such a long break since I last did it that I just didn't really have the motivation to do it anymore. Oh, Alfred, that's not good. I've spread myself a bit too thinly here, trying to like hold the barricades. I'm not sure convinced that was the best plan. Maybe we'll just retreat a bit here. Right, so let's start picking off some of these Pegasus Knights. Which side's scarier? Alfred, damn it. Yeah, Alfred moment, sadly. Yeah, if he'd hit that, then she probably kills here with the javelin, yeah. That's alright. Let's make sure Anna doesn't get hit if we do this. More Mend XP. Oh, she's getting there. Oh, for goodness sake. Is our last Master Seal gonna... Ooh, HP, Magic, Dex, Res, Luck. Magic, good. Is our last Master Seal gonna be Anna instead of Chloe? Oh dear. I'm just praying on getting one from the well. Now, this is a bit shaky, actually. This is not the best. Now, if we Iron Great Lance the kill here, does he then get murked? 21. And it gives him probably like no speed, right? Oh, he's not weighed down by it? I kind of forget the Iron Great Lance actually isn't that heavy. Despite you thinking. Yeah, you do get one in chapter 10, so we get one more before the split, unless the well kind of, if the well gives us that 10% chance, we'll get another one, which would be pretty nice. I'd be quite happy if we did get one. But I'm not really expecting it because it's, you know, it's 10%. Probably don't really need to chain guard this, but why not? Okay, so they do just break the barrier anyway. Don't come in and one-shot Celine, actually. Not Celine, Citrine. Oh, it's gonna be close. I wonder what the speed difference was there. I think that has to be close. We're lucky that that was an axe. Okay, this isn't too bad. Alfred getting doubled. Oh dear. To be fair, we haven't given him as much XP as everyone else. He might have been okay if we'd given him a couple more levels. You do get quite a lot of time before Ivy comes in, which is nice, and we're going to need it, I think. Okay, let's just try and make the most out of this Roy Engage. Sword fighters will double most units. Yeah, that's true. They do have quite a lot of speed at base. That's like their one redeeming factor.
Battle is yet to come.
Ah, maybe I should have just used him for that, actually. Oops. Clear out more of these Pegasus Knights. Maybe I should have gone for the one up the top. Yeah, this map's a weird one because you have to kind of push and pull.
Let's be off.
And I think I pushed a little too hard at the start. I mean, she'll be all right as long as we deal with everything. Random question, who's your favorite protag in the series? Mine is definitely Shez. I've not played Shez's game because I'm not much of a Warriors fan. My favorite protagonist? It's a difficult one because there's games that I like, but I don't particularly care for their protagonists. Like Corrin, for example. I love Fates, but I don't particularly like Corrin. Favorite protag? That's a really hard question, actually. Probably Ike, maybe. I like Ike. I said the funny without meaning to. Ike's quite good.
You were beautiful.
He has a bit of character growth. He's kind of just a normal bloke that rises to greatness. I kind of wish we'd have more of that in the series, to be honest. Bring us back to mercenaries. Mercenary groups that kind of fall into a greater plot. Kind of playing for the crit here. I see you're playing Engage Maddening. I am. Like Sigurd Leaf. Oh yeah, I forgot about Sigurd. Sigurd's pretty nice. I do like Sigurd. Right, let's try and block off this. That Pegasus Knight's not going to rush for the exit, is he? He might do. Okay, but he can't get to it. And we can always ballista him if he does think about it. Empress, I would like you to actually be able to deal with some of these guys. I mean, we got Yunaka as well. Oh well, it's just damage, eh? Oh, Arm! Yeah, I kind of like Arm. Arm and Salaka, like in Echoes anyway. Gaiden, he's not so fleshed out. Yeah, thinking more about it, it just has to be Ike, I guess. A Wind Tome. Sadly, Wind Tomes just are kind of useless because their might is so low that they barely do more damage than fire. But El Wind, however, is very nice. I mean, we'll do a Micaiah Mend or something here, maybe. Well, if he gets the chain attack.
From me to you.
Female Byleth. The thing with Byleth is Byleth as a character themselves is very, oh my goodness. Speed, build, strength. Alfred? Alfred good? Question mark? My goodness. The thing with Byleth is kind of like a self-inserty type where you kind of see yourself reflected in Byleth. Byleth themselves doesn't really say or do much. So I'm not massive on Byleth. But it just depends on like how much interaction you are personally getting out of Byleth talking to the students and stuff. I know it's kind of canonical to Byleth that they don't speak and they don't do much. Maybe we'll start with Great Sacrifice as long as we can't get picked off. So that way Anna's low and we'll get a mend with her. Not a fan of self-inserts either. I'm not big on them. Just because I'm not very good at self-inserting myself. Like, I'm not big on story. I don't really think like, oh, I am this character. Which I know a lot of people do. That's never been a big thing for me. I was a fan of self-inserts when I was a teen. Even back then, I wasn't massive on them, but back then it wasn't really much of a thing. I mean, I was a teen. Oh, okay. He doesn't have the longbow, thank goodness. When I was a teen, self-inserts, like, they went about as far as naming Cloud your own name instead, or something, you know. There wasn't these kind of very open to interpretation characters that we have nowadays in a lot of games. Right, I need to start paying attention because Zelkov can hit over that wall and it can hurt. It can seriously hurt. However, if he wants to hit Yunaka, that might not be the worst thing in the world. 18 speed, 17 speed. Yeah, he doesn't double her or anything. Maybe we'll leave Yunaka to hit him, and she might be able to deal with that Pegasus Knight as well. Most of my OCs are more or less self-depreciatory these days. Well, maybe if you start making less self-depreciatory ones, it'll rub off on you and you'll feel a bit better about yourself. I don't know. I've never been like an OC kind of guy. I've never like made my own characters or anything. So I can't really offer too much input in that, really. People don't like self-inserts as arm I configured. I mean, I guess you could self-insert as like arm I configured, but they have more personality traits that are individual to them. But yeah, you could do the whole like, oh, Ike is literally me. That's probably part of the appeal of Ike, is you're like, oh, if I was in this situation, I'd probably also be like Ike and kind of be like, oh, no, I'm serious and I'm not sure I want to go along with this. I'm just a mercenary, or, you know, my perfect Ike impression. Doesn't double the sword one. Self-inserts are fine when I can well insert, like if there are spellcasters in the game and tells me I'm the super cool swordmaster. No, I want to be a spellcaster. Well, I guess that's the beauty of characters like Byleth, is you can kind of build them a little bit how you like. I mean, I think I'm not the biggest on free houses. Whenever I've played it, I've only really kept Byleth in their main class, but I'm assuming you can do the free houses classic of Wyvern Riders with her. I would love more Mage Lords. Yeah, me too. Me too. I think the Sword Lord is, you know, it's very typical Fire Emblem, but I would like to see something different. I'd be down for a Mage Lord.
I refuse to cry.
The only problem is, with modern Fire Emblem, the Mage Lord would be like the edgiest thing ever. The Mage Lord would be like, I have the secret power of the sages awakened within me. You know, like... I could tell already it would be pretty intolerable. This is going to be a lot of XP. Oh! Anna, 1 XP off 10. Let's go. So Kagetsu... Kagetsu, how are we going to deal with you, my boy? Diamant, while he has this buff, actually deals with him okay. We can chain guard because he doesn't get doubled, and that will stop him getting crit, and it's just a free hit on Kagetsu, which is nice because we need a free hit on Kagetsu. He was probably going to miss though, because Kagetsu's pretty dodgy. Okay, is he going for the barricade rather than Yunaka? No, he is going for Yunaka. Good. That's so nice. I don't mind an autistic representation of a Mage Lord, someone who was pressured to be the best student but no personal people experience. Yeah, I mean, you could have something like that. Look at this. I love Chain Guard. Chain Guard. Lance Lords, yeah, they're kind of cool. Ephraim's all right. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a Lance Lord. I think like a soldier that turns into a halberdier would be cool. If only there was a fan hack that did that. Okay. Sigurd sword counts? Yeah. Does he though? Like, isn't Sigurd the like silver sword lord? Like, I know he can do lances, but let's be real. Right, let's just chip Kagetsu a bit. Anderon Saga? Yeah, Jacka's a lance, isn't he? What about a bow lord? Rebecca is the main character of the next Fire Emblem game, or Riot. Oh, that'd be funny. Bow lord. Chez is a magic knight pro tag. He uses both swords and magic, and the best thing that since they want to beat Geralt, they can learn Dark Spike. Dark Spikes, eh? Dark Spikes. Dark Spikes is such a crazy spell. No wonder everyone's like obsessed with Lysithia. Or how is that how you say it? Lysithia? Lysithia? I don't know if I'm going to say it right in my dodgy accent. Yeah, the first time that I got Dark Spikes in Free Houses, I was like, what is this? Why are they giving me this? This is too good. Yo, Citrine kill. No, because if she misses, he murders. Oh, actually, this is kind of scary because this guy's going to break the barricade, and if he moves before Zelkov, that would not be good. Maybe we just body block with a Leer here. Okay, Getsu, we need to deal with you. Sadly, I don't think Citrine can really help. You don't have a javelin, mate, either, do you? What are your hit rates like? Bad. Oh, bad. See, Kagetsu is so scary. He is so scary. Luckily, we got javelin. Is everyone in Free Houses just suffering? Well, that's how you write good character design, is just have everyone be miserable and have the player character fix them. I say that, and Marianne's like my favorite character in Free Houses, so I don't really have a leg to stand on. Right,
Any customers?
let's just get another mend, I guess. Only a 2-person one, but still nice XP. Oh, we didn't really solve the Kagetsu problem. I think it'll be fine. Alright, here we go. HP, speed, defense, res. She is getting a lot of bulk. This is really, really good. So Anna is now ready. So when we have a Master Seal and Second Seal, we can swap her into Mage Knight. So we might just stop deploying her until we get that. Or we do the funny thing and use the third Master Seal on her and not promote Chloe. Which does sound pretty fun. We might end up doing that. Seeing as things are going so well, I need to invite disaster. Right, let's get Fram out the way. Oh, we can do staves with Celine for the first time. I have a love-hate relationship with this storytelling. Yeah. Look, I kind of like Free Houses. I just think when people go on about how it's like the greatest gift to ever exist to storytelling, I'm a bit dubious about it. I think it's good. Like, in terms of the series, it's definitely good. Like, if you're only comparing it to Fire Emblem, it's good. Everyone in Fodlan has a tragic backstory. Yeah, yeah, they do. They really do. There's barely any characters that don't have something horrible that's happened to them.
With this ring, nothing and no one
Okay,
will
so
take me.
Ivy's gonna move soon. So now we're getting into the scary part. Right, so let's pick off you, because the right-hand side we're gonna move over to anyway. We've gotten great ballista value in this chapter, my goodness. Alchemist, first level. HP, Dex, Speed, Build. Okay. Nice. I mean, the thing with Alchemist is I don't know how much he really likes build. I guess it's good for the longbow. Let's just be really forwards with Alir here, because we're going to need her to be in, you know, close range of Ivy. Tactics, Ogre, and Ogre Battles, the tactics games you play for story. I love the Ogre games. I haven't played them in ages, but I remember I really, really enjoyed them when I did. I need to come back to them at some point for sure. Okay, Celine. Who needs 11 sword when you have a base fire tome? My goodness, what is this? 11 sword falling off.
All flowers eventually wilt.
Law root base, no cap. See, yeah, like I really liked the systems in Tactics Ogre for sure. I'm gonna play again after this. Maybe if I got a bit of time this evening after the stream, I might play a bit of Tactics Ogre again.
What a workout!
Okay, don't get overconfident here. There are some mages that move. The thing is, we need to edge round so people can just jump on Ivy when they get the opportunity. I mean, we may as well just keep doing this with Anna. XP's XP. I know I said like level 10 and quit, but like another level wouldn't be the end of the world. Okay. Let's just get rid of this guy. I know there's Pegasus Knight reinforcements that are about to appear at the sides. Hopefully we won't have to worry about them too much. Okay, do not run into Ivy range. Don't forget the secret book on the mage to the left. I'd completely forgotten about the secret book on the mage to the left. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'd completely forgotten. Yeah, there it is. I mean, he'll run up, and we'll hopefully be able to pick him off with someone that we don't need for Ivy. I mean, we'll see. No. Let's not do that.
I'll help.
Free Houses, Wyverns 2 OP, Tactics Ogres Reborn, Hold My Griffins. Yeah. I mean, it's really hard to make a tactics game with tons of different classes and not have at least one or two of them be considerably stronger than the others, you know. I do feel for game designers when it comes to stuff like that. Like, how are you meant to make everyone equal? You just can't. I mean, what you need to do is put a limit on the strong classes that you've identified as strong. Sort of like Shadow Dragon, where you can only have a certain amount of each class. I kind of like that system. Or Fates. Fates, where, like, the classes are kind of limited unless you really, really want to push for, like, all the friendships and stuff to get them on certain characters. Okay, so hopefully we can just blitz Ivy and never have to worry about her. Killer Axe. Oh, sadly, it won't be Mercurius, but it might be Killer Edge. Good afternoon, kind chat and Mr. Streamer. Good afternoon, Paterino. So... oh, yeah. Okay, this is fine. We got nothing to worry about here. So we're going to do like we did with the other maps, and we're just going to get Ivy down to a one-shot and then see what XP we can gather. As I keep saying, if this wasn't an Ironman setting, I would probably spend more time getting all the XP, but like, it's an Ironman, let's just kill Ivy and get out. Is it just that Final Fantasy Tactics has low unit slots and Tactics Ogre's not too dissimilar? Yeah, Final Fantasy Tactics does have low unit slots, which is that is another way of getting around it. Like, let the player have really powerful units, but don't let them have too many. I'm a big Final Fantasy Tactics fan. I actually got into Fire Emblem from playing Final Fantasy Tactics and searching games like Final Fantasy Tactics, and it came up with Fire Emblem, and I was like, what is this? What is this? This game is amazing. Notice how the Fire Emblem games that have good story and characters as the main characters suffering. That's very true. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, well, it's because... Oh, wait, I need to actually be a little careful with what I'm doing with Ivy. Because she has Vantage and she swaps weapons. Yeah, that's very true. I mean, it's a way to make people want to feel invested in the characters, is to make them have sad backstories. It's a good way to immediately get the player's attention into, oh, I actually want to pay attention to all your writing. I mean, I think one of Engage's big flaws and why a lot of people say that his story is bad is because people don't, pardon my pun, engage with the characters or writing. They just go, oh, this is bad, and they don't read it. So then they never actually find out any of the good stuff. Oof. We do not want her to have the killer axe. I guess we can chip with Diamant, because that'll be Master Lance, yeah. But yeah, I mean, the stories that people say are the best in the Fire Emblem series are what? Like, Frasier, Genealogy, Free Houses, they're all pretty gritty, pretty dark. Chloe can one round this guy, yeah? Good. I mean, hopefully we can just do this. Oh, no, I keep going for lances. What am I doing? Yanaka.
My turn.
To be fair, a lot of the edges that would add to the conflict have been sanded down in recent games, at least for Western releases. Absolutely. And FE4 Remake, if it happens, I know we keep talking about our uncles at Nintendo, if it happens, I think they're going to tone it down massively. I think they're going to really hammer the story so it isn't as impactful as the original, which will be a real shame. But I feel like they're going to have to, because of things like child trafficking and incest and stuff, they're going to have to tone it down. And if they tone it down, is that going to lead to people just being left with FE4 gameplay, which, while it is interesting, isn't the best? Let's be honest with ourselves. Like, FE4 gameplay is fun, but is it fun in a modern setting? A lot of like FE4's gameplay is kind of, you give it a lot of leeway because it's old. You're like, oh, it's an old game, so some of this jank is kind of acceptable.
And they lived happily ever after.
All right, Chloe, another level of no strength. Let's go. Oh, she actually got it. Strength, dex, res, luck, build. Okay, Chloe, I see you. I see you, Chloe. So what's that? 2 strength in like 5-6 levels? No, that's good. She's redeeming herself. It's happening. She's saying, please don't meme and promote someone else. Just promote me. Do the smart thing before the difficult chapters. I think that's the problem I have with running Engage, is because these earlier chapters can be relatively straightforward. You just kind of like, you're like, oh, I can meme. And then you get to some of the like roadblock chapters and you're like, oh, I've memed way too much. I guess Alfred, not Alfred, Amber can go for a killer kill. Stumbling over my words. No luck. I feel that most remakes risk changing their entire identity to fit for a modern audience. Yes, absolutely. I don't think it's even necessarily for a modern audience. It's just that's what the game studios demand now.
What a pleasure it is to see you.
I don't want to get too tinfoil hat conspiracy theory about like ESL score and stuff, but that is definitely a thing. Or at least it's maybe not as much of a thing as people like to meme about, but I think it's definitely a factor. You won't fall here, Ivy. I hope not, because I need you later. Ivy is such a good unit. Okay, nice. That was pretty straightforward. So I kind of expected to do something silly there, but we didn't. Nice. It's almost going too smoothly. No Mercurius kill, terrible player, time to restart the run. Mercurius didn't kill. I mean, I could have chipped with someone else, but then the problem with chipping with someone else is that everyone left was going to give Ivy a killer axe, which we didn't want. Ivy always goes to Diamant on this map, right? couldn't tell you. I have never seen her do that because I always rush her. We get Leaf. You want to know something cool about Leaf that I never knew until the other day? I'll show you. I had no idea this was in the game. Wow, I'll show you after the 50 million cutscenes. So Leaf is often regarded as the worst ring in the game. I think he's one of the worst. I don't know if he is the worst. But, okay, how many of you knew about this? Am I just an idiot? Or is this something that most people don't know?
Leave it to me.
If you put Leaf on a covert unit, right? Quadruple hit gets a very special ability. Let me get to it. Come on, game. Foes may drop 1,000 gold. Trigger percentage equals luck. How many of you knew this existed? Be honest. Because I was like, I had no idea this was a thing at all. Yes, I knew about that. Oh, okay. It's just me being silly and not reading everything, I guess. But I was amazed by that. I was like, what a strange thing. I had no idea it was a thing. It's very niche, but like later on in the game when units actually have a luck stat, you could actually generate a bit of gold like that. What Leaf's really good for is getting weapon proficiencies. I would try to rig it near the end of the map. Well, now that I know about it, I'm going to try and do that for sure. I mean, it's not like you kind of hunger for gold in Engage, but there does come a point later in the game when you've done tons of forges and stuff that you know,
soon.
You do like gold, so you can try for it. Leaf can't be the worst when Lyn exists. Ah, Stash, you're not going to like this. Lyn is probably the best ring in the game, arguably. Like, not necessarily for her ability, but the fact that she gives insane speed. She is the speed ring. Basically, anyone with Lyn is suddenly a much better version of themselves. There weren't animals on that map, right? I don't think there are. Because we're still missing a dog. Irons. Steel, no silver. That's a shame. Lyn and Ike are the best combat rings? Yes. Ike is also very, very good. I'm talking about FE7 Lyn being worse than FE5 Leaf. Oh. I mean, yeah. I guess so. Okay, here we go. Silver Sword, Adept Book, Novice Book, Silver Axe, Hurricane Axe, Expert Book. Here we go. These are the kind of wells I was fishing for. Early Hurricane Axe. Jade Bros. It is time. But more importantly, it's time for the real funny meme. We now have Roy. And Roy means sword power. Ooh, delicious sword power. Leaf is good for units that have low build. Yeah, he's actually pretty good for Etier. I'm always saying that Etier's not very good, but, you know, she benefits from Leaf at least. So who have we got here that we want to do it? I guess just Yunaka, finish off her level. You don't get Mulligear in FE7? No, but it's still, like, bare sacred weapon. It makes sense for Lyn to have it. Unless you're still talking about FE7. I'm talking about Engage. I'm doing an Alfred Leaf build with Gentility Plus and Resolve Plus. Oh my goodness. I bet that's pretty good. I bet that's really good, actually. Thing is, Alfred, the fun thing about Alfred is because he's a bit like subpar at everything, he's a very fun unit to fix, you know. It's very satisfying to make Alfred good. And it's not that difficult to make him good. It's just, why would you? If you were playing optimally or you're playing like in an Ironman setting, you'd only do it for fun. HP Dex Defense, okay. This is why we gave Yunaka the energy drop. Like, she has... But speaking of Lyn, she has a similar Lyn situation where she can just not level strength ever. And last one, I don't know. Doesn't really matter who we give it to. We'll give it to Lyn.
I'll be your opponent.
Alfred has arrived.
True defense is funny. Yeah, true defense is so broken.
Oh, I
love it. Resolve in general, like especially Resolve Plus, is a nasty, nasty skill. Okay, Celine bros, it's time. Let's do it. This is such a waste of resources. I'm not gonna lie. This is such a waste of resources, but it's very funny, so
Princess
it's not a
of
waste
Pyramid.
at all.
I'm
Empress,
Roy.
I kneel.
I'll be your opponent.
What a joy this has been.
Oh boy. Now the power skills are crazy. They are so good. Whether they're so good on Celine, I don't know. However. Ooh, actually, we can do Slim Sword with her as well. Maybe we can do the dodge. Oh, I probably didn't need to go to 10, actually. I probably only needed to go to like 8 or 9. Oops.
I am Roy. I'm looking forward to this.
Here it comes. Yeah, I know. This is going to be so nasty. Oh my goodness. And then when we get Lynn, we'll give her speed as well. Oh, and she'll double people. Actually, in the meantime, if we got extra even more, we could give her build from Leaf so she doesn't get slowed down. Oh my goodness, we could do that. Ooh. Use every resource on Celine. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, so she gets Soul Power 1, and then she needs 2,000 more. You don't know true meme until you quad bosses with Limb Berserker, Fran, Skills the Speed Taker, and Power Axe. Little Fran got big time strong. Oh, perfect. So we can just use both of these. This is such a waste. I feel a bit sick doing this, I'm not gonna lie. Empress, I kneel. I kneel, Empress. No, yeah. No, it is Emblem, isn't it? No, inherit skill. What am I doing? I'm getting delirious. My brain is short-circuiting from doing this. Sword power free Celine. Oh my goodness. Grants attack +6 at a cost of a void -10 when using a sword. Ooh. +12 if she doubles with the Levin sword. So how much is she actually weighed down? Okay, she's weighed down a lot by the why is she not? Oh, she's holding the fire. Wait. Let's figure out if it's actually worth giving her the build, because build isn't that expensive. So it's what? -5. Let's do it. Oh my goodness. More for the Empress. Right, let's not go overboard here this time.
Shall we have
Fire Emblem is straight up like
afterward?
Pokemon. We invest as
I am
much
Leaf
resource
of
into our
Leosta.
favorite unit just
I
to
will
make
be
them
your
good.
partner.
True. However, the problem with Ironmanning is Celine might just get
What a joy
one
this
shot in the
has
next
been.
map, and we've now lost, like, resources that could have been split between 5 units. Free attack speed for 500 SP. Absolutely. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I mean, I feel like a Void might be more decent on her, but I just want her to start doubling for the memes. There it is. Oh wait, no, it doesn't. Isn't it build +3 is the cheap one? There's no point in us giving it build +4.
I am Leaf.
Nuzlocke then?
intend to
I've
win
done
this
Nuzlocks.
contest.
I actually find them quite fun. Like Nuzlocking ROM hacks, I think is quite entertaining. I've never actually beaten a ROM hack one. I've beaten like Emerald, just base Emerald, but like it's not that difficult. Like Fire Red hacks and stuff. I mean, I'm not much of a Pokemon fan. I was when I was younger, so I do have some nostalgia for it. Yeah, there's no point in us getting build +4, so let's just get build +3, shall we? More resources for the Empress. I kneel, Celine. My Tamara and Rosado both got build +3. Yeah, Tamara, if you give Tamara lighter weapons or improve her build somewhat, she is actually pretty decent. There it is, Empress Gaming. Oh my goodness. So how much was that? 2,500 SP sacrificed for our Empress. 13 speed with the Levin sword. That is not bad. Coming off 38 magic attack with sword power 3. Oh, that's going to be fun. Right. So what else do we want to do now that we're on a bit of a spending spree? Why not? Wow, Yak actually has quite a lot of SP. We can give her strength from Roy, but I don't know if that's really worth. Yeah, maybe we'll just save the rest of them for maybe doing sword power and memes. Ooh. Just hope for more books from the well and it's going to be okay or not. I mean, yeah, we were doing bad out of the well until that last well where we got the 1000 SP book. That really saved us a bit. I mean, I should really just be inheriting skills now. There's no real reason to wait for the split, but I might do it just to see what units are alive or dead. And then just before the split, we'll go on a big think about what skills we want. So now do we have seals? Like, when did the seals in the shop appear? Ah, here we go.
I thank you.
And we'll get a second seal, whether we'll use it now or not. Canter Chloe is a must. It is really nice for going over the wall in chapter 10 and stopping that mage on the magic ballista. So the obvious choice here is Chloe, isn't it? We don't have 11 sword for Anna yet, so maybe we don't need to add a meme. My urge to prove that Lapis is decent, though, is quite high. I think we're going to do Lapis. Let's do Lapis instead. Let's do Lapis instead. Although we're not really going to be able to give Lapis particularly good weapons, which is a bit of a shame. Avoid plus before the split too. Yeah, we'll see where Aaliyah's SP is and try and give her as much avoid as possible before the split. So, Lapis, we need Lance rank on you. Now, who's the soonest Lance rank? Is it Sigurd or is it Leaf? I don't think it really matters. I guess if we do this, you'll pick up a bunch of other proficiencies. Oh, God.
I'm Lapis.
All hail the Potato Queen. I bet, yeah, I'm definitely memeing a little too hard here. We'll see how that goes down. On Kagetsu too. What do you mean on Kagetsu too? Like Canter and Avoid?
Incredible.
I mean, I guess you get Canter, but like Avoid, you don't get Marth until pretty late. Let's go Lapis. Yeah, I'm going to prove all the Lapis deniers wrong by flying her immediately into a bow. Here we go again. Here I go, wasting all my resources again. There we go.
I'm Lapis, a royal soldier.
Yeah,
of
Kagetsu
Valia.
comes in just when your rings are all snatched from you cruelly.
Win this contest.
I mean, if Kagetsu could get early access to Canter, like I'm not doing it in this run because we're like memeing pretty hard, but something I often do is just pretty much give Canter to as many people as possible. Like if you've not got a certain thing in mind, you know, it's a pretty good just standard skill. So, Lady Lapis, Swordmaster first. Engrave the emblems before too. True. I think we pretty much got an engraving for all the emblems. Well, I mean, we got Roy and Leaf now. I don't know what we're going to do with those two. We'll take a little look. So yeah, this Swordmaster's promo bonuses, they're okay, but they're really not that exciting. And now we second seal. So this is Warrior Lapis, by the way, which is something I do quite often. 18 strength. 18 strength, and she hasn't gotten a single level or anything. This is just Lapis at base. 18 strength. So nasty. But what we're going to go for, I think, is we're going to go for a Wyvern Knight. Yeah. So, look at that. 15 strength, 15 speed, 10 defense, 9 res at base. It's not bad. And then she has the like crazy personal speed growth on top of the Wyvern Rider speed growth. It's not bad. Now the 6 build is questionable. It's a little questionable, but we'll solve that. But yeah, her bases are super nice. They're really, really nice. Now, what can we give her? Ideally, we'd want to give her a steel lance. An upgraded steel lance or something, but for now, we'll just have to make do with what we've got. So let's give her build as well, just to kind of patch her until later, and then we'll swap it out for speed when Ling comes. And by that point, she might have leveled up a bit. Who has Fencer? I'm not using the hero's weapons. In my weird logic, I count them as DLC, which I guess they are, in a way. Now, do we want Canter on her? Do we even have the SP for Canter? If we have SP for Canter on her, I might pick up Canter on her as well, because having Canter on your fly is really nice for hit and run. We do. Okay, let's get Canter on her as well. I'm going all in on Saline and Lapis. What could possibly go wrong? Nah, they are too good to use. Yeah, they really are. The Folkvanger, if you like upgrade it a lot, just turns a Leer into a kind of monstrosity that just one-shots the whole game for the first half of it. Oh wait, we need to fight Sigurdo. And then we might even give her Sigurd as well, actually. Why not? Actually, if we're going to give her Sigurd, we don't need to give her Canter.
I am Sigurd.
Maybe we
Prepare
won't give her
yourself.
Sigurd.
For the sparring match.
+2 is enough in all honesty. Yeah, I mean, like, the hero's weapons are no joke. They really are. They're end game weapons that you get right at the start. Okay, we've been doing a lot of this. I know it's not the most exciting thing to watch. We're basically done with it now. Engrave Micaiah on the Levin sword. I've got Micaiah on Yunaka's dagger because it gives like 40 avoid. Cause look, she has 75 avoid with it. I think it's pretty good on Yunaka. Because the thing with Yunaka is, if enemies can't hit her, they don't hit her, but that's still useful on Maddening because you can still bait them to move out even if they don't attack her, which is pretty good. What was I doing? Oh yeah. And then we'll give her a ring. Probably whatever ring Boosh is holding. Actually, give her all the build in the world. Maybe we didn't even need to give her build free. We could have just had Leaf on her. Oops. I kind of like Roy on Yunaka, to be honest. That's squirrel. Let's just give her Leaf. She can have 13 build. All the people that are like, oh, Lapis is so bad because of her build.
Victory!
Okay. Means you can actually just use the Silver Sword straight up, which is kind of nice. That's kind of nutty, actually. Maybe we could just +1 the Silver Sword, and then that gives 2 extra might. It's not bad. We'll give her a Javelin as well. We'll see if we can't buy one. Did I do this? Nope. See, that's the one problem when you do a lot of that. This starts to turn slightly into free houses where you spend a lot of time in this thumbnail.
Might as well make
But now that's out of the way. It's out of the way. We got it.
I think it's going well.
Do you, Alfred?
Oh, look how good it turned out.
Not selling the meal. I don't sell the meals and I don't use them. You're so
delicious.
right. It's 100 gold that I'm just throwing away every single chapter.
Something to snack.
Someone remind me next time, because I never remember. I grew tired of the Lapis controversy. There's a lot of extremism on both sides. So the way that I see it, right, is the problem with the Lapis debate is there's a lot of people that play on normal, which is perfectly fine, and they go, wow, this unit's amazing, because they have a Lapis that's a Swordmaster that one-shots everything, doesn't get hit by anything, and they're like, wow, Lapis is really good. And then people that play on slightly higher difficulty then look at them and go, ho ho ho, female sword fighter, ho 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 ho. And then it's the people that play above those people that go, well, actually, Lapis's base stats are incredible. It's just her class that sucks. So the debate's weird because it's people on multiple levels all fighting for different answers, you know. At least that's the way I see it. Oh, we actually have steel lancers now. Wonderful. Okay, we might just buy up a bunch of stuff.
Here you go.
That means we can make another 11 sword. Oh, we could have done Anna. Oh well. That's fine. That's our 11 sword in waiting. Look at that, not weighed down by the silver sword at all. Okay, so we'll see if we can't just make the silver sword +1 and then we'll do the next chapter. 50 gold. Is it only 50 gold? Okay. Well, 50 gold. I don't know why I'm like excited for 100 gold, but then 50 gold, I'm like, who cares? That is a bit weird. Oh, yes. Silver sword +1. 2 extra might for +1 is so nice. Too nice. And then we can also do this. Make another nasty steel lance. That'll be good for most of the game. And then engraves, we do. I'm never too sure what to do with the Roy engrave. I guess we could stick it on the Thunder for now. It adds might, but massively heavy. But that doesn't matter because the Thunder's so heavy and can only one tap anyway. If I had 6 hours to chop a tree, I'd spend the first 4 hours sharpening the axe. Yeah, I mean that's kind of what we're doing here. We are just setting it up so I can do the funny thing in the chapters where we just kind of blast through them. It's because I've done the preparation, the strategy, you know. So the leaf. Hey, Lapis like this actually has enough build to do something like that, but let's just have a quick look and see if there's something else we might want. It could just be better on like an effective weapon. More hit. Yeah, I think this is better. Only Bunet is completely not worth it at all. Everybody else can work. Yeah, I think so, actually. I was going to talk about Jade, but then I've done Mage Knight Jade, and it is salvageable. The thing with Bunet is I keep meaning to do a playthrough where I, like, fix Bunet. And I will at some point, but he comes just late enough in the game that I've already started memeing other units, you know. But one of these days I will try and make like a good Bunet. Not this run. We've already memed too hard in this run. I'm sorry. Unless we lose like everyone. Okay, chapter 9. This chapter can be interesting. This chapter can be very scary suddenly out of nowhere. I'm pretty sure on all my Ironman runs I've lost someone here because I insist on splitting. And we're gonna split here. I'm not gonna learn my lesson at all. Time to save Jade, hopefully. Yeah. We do kind of need some bulky units.
The storm keeps getting harsher.
His lick everything trope is awful. Yeah, it really is. Like, what's it he says to Lucina? He's like, he says he wants to eat her falchion. It's like, what? What do you mean, Bunet? Like, unironically, what did he mean by this? Okay, goodbye, Diamant. Hello, Lapis. Look at this. Lapis deniers are shaking in their boots right now. Not going to use the warp store from the store. There's a warp at this point? Really? I thought warp came in after the split. I'm in the wrong store. Oh, I didn't realize warp was this soon. Well, absolutely. Why do I keep pressing the wrong? I'm too excited about the prospect of warp. There isn't a warp store. You tricked me. I thought the warp. Yeah, I thought the warp was later. Okay. Right. So let's make sure. Rewarp. Oh. Was I just blind to that? I'll look at it again. Oh yeah, rewarp. I mean, we may as well have it. Yeah, sure. We got plenty of gold, and it's a very good staff. Rewarp. Oh, it's C, so you can even have your Micaiah user use it. Speaking of, we don't need Anna anymore. Sorry, Anna. You can go back on the bench for a little bit until we're ready to use you. And I guess Micaiah Amber.
Micaiah!
Here I go.
I mean, maybe just Micaiah Citrine. She does give a bit of magic.
Micaiah.
And it means Citrine can use staves and contribute that way. Strength defense sounds good to me. And with that, I think we're pretty much good. Just give Citrine a staff now and we can start the quite scary chapter. So how each unit die. Etier got one-rounded by a Pegasus Knight. Vander got like doubled because I was equipping a silver weapon with him, like a Muppet. And Louis, I walked into a mage. So none of them were like, oh, I got really unlucky with a crit. It was just me being awful at the game. Okay, so if we're going to split both sides here, we do actually need to... It's time. Oh, yeah, it's time for Celine to get Sigurd. We might be able to pull off the fabled override Levin Sword madness here, which would be very funny. Oh, which now means we got to mess around with all these again some more. Sorry. I know this is taking forever, but preps are a big part of the game. Big part of most of the games, to be honest. Which I mean, Citrine can then have Celica, and then someone else can have Micaiah. We'll give Amber Micaiah. He actually got some crazy level ups, so maybe we can even give him some more with Mend. Okay. I'll stop getting carried away now. Just don't re-warp into the armoreds. No, absolutely not. Okay. So let's make sure everyone's on the right side. We're going to send Alir up because it's axes. The thing that this map does is it's like they send in the lancers afterwards to then mess with you, and same with here. The axes come in after you deal with these. We'll have Celine down the bottom. If we can pull off the override, it's going to be so nasty. That means we'll want our obstruct user down here as well, because you can kind of like force them into a line of obstruct if you do it right, which I don't know if we will. Let's get Chloe up here. Fram up here. The thing with splitting is you've got to make sure that you've got a relatively even power on both sides, or you end up in a lot of trouble. Okay, well, that looks all right. I mean, I'd say probably the like smart thing to do here is not to split up, is to take one side.
Couldn't be a worse time.
But I think it's more fun to split. And we've got some very, very strong units that I think are going to be capable of splitting.
Whatever you need.
Okay, so we can pull some of these guys in with Yunaka.
My will is firm.
And then we'll just kind of edge everyone else into range.
Very well.
Yes.
Alternative strat, move towards the center. Yeah, you can. But the problem is the bushes are pretty slow. What I normally like to do is just kind of sit here and let these goons kind of run into you. But you can, yeah.
Here goes.
The bushes just slow you down so much, though. Sadly, Alir can't come in. That would be amazing if she could.
I'm
But
prepared.
it gives us a chance to test out our new Lapis. Oh, she's going to be so good. We don't want her eating the mage as well, though.
Whatever you say.
Get a chain guard as well.
Say the word.
You got it.
Tank within the bushes. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose you can. I've just never done that, really. I just do my mad split and push and usually lose someone. Maybe I should use the bushes. Did you get another ring? No.
So much for meditation.
We'll talk about Jade if we get her. She can get 1% crit here, and it's really nasty. Like, I've seen footage of people losing Jade here to crits. Which I do think is kind of dubious design. Maybe they shouldn't have made it so on Maddening she can just die on the first turn before you can do anything. Look at this. Oh, Lapis is such a bad unit, guys. Oh my goodness.
I won't let this go to my head.
Oh, Lapis, F tier for sure. And yes, I know favoritism and I used resources on her, but that's what resources are there for, to be used. Okay, they're hitting Yunaka. I guess that's fine. Dorcas on his way to get 1% crit by a peg and die. Yeah, so true. So true. I seem to always lose Dorcas to crits. Okay, they're starting to move. Once Kagetsu and Zelkov get to the forts is where things get a bit spooky, because they summon reinforcements just when these guys come in as well, and you just end up with a massive amount of units in your face. Okay. Well, we can use Amber for this. Oh, the rare Fram kill, maybe. No, she does 0 damage. I've kind of not paid much attention to Amber here. Once we have some more resources, we'll give him some weapons. Because he is pretty good, and we should use him properly. She doesn't double this guy. What a bad unit. This top side's way too strong. Way too strong. I might send one of them down to help the people at the bottom.
I won't falter.
I forget how cracked this Alir is with the killing edge. And the fact that we've given her a void and she's leveled nothing but like defense. We have the Giga Alir. It's really nice. Yeah, let's just send Chloe down here to help. Vanguard Commando, another $5. On that map, I would engage Micaiah, have the unit use rewarp over to Jade, bring a couple to protect her, and then rewarp back. Yeah, I guess you could. Yeah, if you really didn't want her to chance that 1% critting, you definitely could, for sure. I just think rewarp is so powerful, especially when you get your hands on Micaiah again later, that the more that you have in the convoy, the better, because the later maps are like... The later maps are just spam warps and rewarps, I find. You don't have to, but like it's very nice to. Kind of funny that a lot of so-called elitists get so mad about Engage when Engage has a lot of warping in its later game. It's just they've not played to that point or played the game at all.
I had no choice.
Yes, it saves lives, absolutely. There's that one chapter, I can't remember the exact chapter number, it's either like 23 or something, where you start off on the 2 chambers, split, and you can just re-warp with Micaiah over the wall to just get rid of that whole chapter's gimmick. It's really funny and really effective. Even with the build, she's not doubling yet. Real shame. I guess she just doesn't have that high base speed yet. I love Jade, so using rewarp to save her feels worth it. Yeah, well, absolutely. I mean, I think she's going to be fine. We're not going to get 1% crit, he said, baiting it. Surely not. Wait, I'm kind of relying on... This is fine, right? I might Roy Engage here just to make sure this guy dies. Can't wait for Lynn and Saline. Oh, it's gonna be something. It's definitely gonna be something. Yeah. We're doing the building blocks for Celine. She's not making it easy for us because she's just refusing to level up magic, but, you know, there are ways around it. If she dies, she dies. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's 1% twice. I mean, come on. HP and magic. That's a very Citrine level up. I feel so bad because I always say I'm going to reach out to you and the baby's just blocking my seat. Don't feel bad at all, man. I'm in no rush. I'm not in any panic. We can do whatever, whenever, man. I appreciate the concern, though, but, like, it's fine. I'm glad we're clicking on the Engage Ironman. Oh, have you seen my Lapis? You are #1 Lapis denier, aren't you? Have you seen my Lapis? Have you just tuned in? Oh, boy, I'll show her off for you in a second. I have not. Let me peek at the perfection. Oh, wow, it really is. Some might say she's one of the better units in the game. Okay, so this is my Lapis with no power skills or anything, which you could also do to make her super cracked. 16 strength, 15 speed. This is base level. She didn't get a single level in her unpromoted class. This is just her promoted and second sealed. She has 13 build, so she is not weighed down by this silver sword. And she can just kind of munch people. I mean, this is a bad example because it's a Pegasus Knight. I don't have a good unit for her to murder here, unfortunately. But still, I mean, look at that. That's 16 damage to an Armor Knight. It's not bad. It's a little underwhelming that there wasn't, like, someone just to completely murder. But she can do it. Quadruple hit? Oh, true. Yeah. But it's solid, but it's not bad. I mean, considering our Chloe's not leveling up strength at all, she's kind of like bargain bin Chloe for now. Kagetsu, you are so scary. Oof. Yeah, I might save quadruple hit for Kagetsu, to be honest. Who is that? Oh, it's a Pegasus Knight, that's fine. Oh, Yunaka, one off, but that's fine, that's a feed kill. No, it's actually good, it's consistent because she actually doubled the majority of the units there with that build fix. Yeah, and it's the fact that she has no levels. She has no well, she had XP, but she didn't level up. So that is just what she does at base. This is what I'm saying about Lapis, is like, she does have incredible base stats. Her build is shocking, but her build is fixable. HP, speed, and luck. Okay, Alfred, his, like, amazing level up from last time's not gonna be a continuing factor, it seems. But the thing is, if we'd gone for promoting and class changing Chloe instead and given her the Levin sword, I feel like that would have gone even harder. But, you know, that's boring. That's that's the optimal playstyle, which we don't do optimal on this channel. We do scuffed. And scuffed seems to be working all right so far. Chloe's on a different league altogether, honestly. Yeah, I mean, Chloe is the early game top tier unit. Although, I've done nothing but sing Chloe's praises, and this is one of the most cursed Chloes I think I've ever had. And she's still good, so what does that say, you know? I'm a little bit spooked about what's about to happen here. I really don't like this we're using a Lear to face tank things that we've sort of slipped into. Is what it is. Okay, Empress. So does Zelkov actually move out and attack, or does he prioritize sitting on the fort? I get the feeling he's going to prioritize sitting on the fort. My man Amber, now that's a unit. Yeah, Amber is good. We haven't given him anything, sadly. We used all our resources on Celine and Lapis, but we'll give him some good weapons. Probably a class change. Or at bare minimum, we'll make him like a Wolf Knight, because daggers are just so cracked. Daggers go so hard. I'm just hoping these Armor Knights line up. If these Armor Knights line up, we're going to do the funny. Oh, but we kind of need rescue down here for it, so we can rescue her out afterwards, if needs be. Am I brave enough to do that? I mean, 89 avoid. He might not even be able to hit her. The crit, though. Oh, the crit, though. I don't want to face the crit. So we can pull these two. Why is that guy... What's he got? Why is it yellow? Is that just saying that he can back up, maybe? I've never really paid attention to the coloured lines. This is where the slim sword saved me. Yeah. That, like, crit avoid lance on Alfred should really be up there to deal with Kagetsu. Tempting. But we might just be a little dull here and just do the...
Go ahead.
The classic Yunaka. They probably won't even attack her. Oh wait, no, she's not even in the woods there. Never mind. They will attack her. But that's fine. We want them to. Ooh. I might hover Chloe more in the middle so we can actually move her up if we want. Yellow means they have good crit rate. That's what it means. Yeah, because when I saw that, I thought Killing Edge. So yeah, I guess I do kind of subconsciously know that. Other Lapis as well. This is scary. I'm not sure how I feel about this. We might just try and pull these guys in for Moose down the middle. Because if we can get Celine to do a funky override, we won't have to worry about the bottom much at all. Hello, Zelkov. Roy, engaged with Roy is so nasty because it gives you virtual levels. So Yunaka's technically a much higher level than she should be. Well, she didn't get 1% crit at all. But she might run into the enemies and die if we don't grab her soon.
I've got you. This ends now.
Man, Killing Edge Gaming, Killer Edge Gaming, 18, 47%. My goodness. Another Illyr level, HP, Strength, Dex, Speed, Defense, Luck. Her defense is just so bananas. 17 defense. Who needs Louis? Who needs Jade? Wait, what's Jade's?
If Princess Ivy stays,
Please, I didn't think he could run in. Okay, that's fine. 17
we
defense.
could have been friends.
Okay, well, thank you, Illyr, for your defense.
Defeated.
I guess the Wodao actually has pretty low might.
I
But it
cannot
is coming
fall
off
here.
Kagetsu, that's the scary part. But yeah, our Illyr is a mega tank. Everyone talks about doing general Illyr. I don't think we even need her in general. I mean, look at her. DPS Illyr, let's go. I know, I said I was going to do utility Illyr with like avoid and stuff, and we've kind of ended up with high damage Illyr anyway. I never understood that argument. Yeah, it's not the best, but even if not, his support capabilities are unmatched. Yeah, I mean, utility Illyr
I'll
is
manage.
very good, and that's what I was kind of meant to be doing, but we've just kind of fallen into Illyr being our main carry at the moment. Which is pretty nice. So I'm going to start pulling back so we don't have to deal with these guys, and we can pick up Jade, hopefully, if she doesn't just decide to sprint, which she might do. Now, how am I going to get these guys in a nice little line? I don't think we can because Fram's up here with the... No, Alfred has the obstruct. Ooh, we might be able to do it. We might be able to set up the big funny. So let's just deal with these guys first. Yeesh. Let's move Chloe in for that support, and hopefully that will boost the hit rate somewhat. Illyr confirmed. I mean, honestly, like, that could be really good. Although, anyone that pays a mild attention to my channel knows that I have a particular character that is very near and dear to my heart. That's a little better, 10% more, but still scary if she misses. Let's look at our other options first, shall we? Let's just clear out more of these guys, and then we'll see what we want to do. It might even be better to send Lapis down and let Jade just fight that guy one more time to stop her running in a direction we don't want her to. In fact, I think that's a very good idea. We gave her counter. Yeah, we did. Only because I'm aware there's a Hurricane Axe in there that might murk her. He is dodgy. My goodness, but this is a good quadruple hit, I think. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, we'll probably do like Panette, and we'll probably do the Panette funny meme. It's not even a meme, it's just good. Wrath Vantage Panette. I love it, my beloved. Leaf value, I know. Oh, the worst ring in the game, giving Lapis massive build and a one-shot ability. But yeah, Leaf isn't great, especially later on. But he's still good. He's still an engaged ring, and the engaged rings are crazy. Not a meme. Yeah, see, I don't think the Panette thing is a meme. I think it's just a valid strategy. And it warms my heart that so many people... It's like what someone said the other day, that it was the Panette hive mind. Like, everyone thought, oh, there's Vantage and Wrath in this game. I wonder who I should give that to. I love when things like that happen. Everyone just comes to the same conclusion. We could great sack here. Why not?
I have to fight.
Killer Axe +2 Lin, Panette Ike, Vantage ++, Hit plus. Oh, baby. Now we're gaming. I mean, that's another thing Leaf can do. You can keep Leaf at like bond level 9 and then have Panette with Killer Bow and Killer Axe, and then she'll swap between them automatically. It's pretty nasty. I personally don't like that. I much prefer just doing standard Vantage Wrath, but it is possible. Yeah, good. So she's just going to stay here and we can recruit her now. Because I've had it before where it's time to recruit Jade, and then, oh, we didn't do Obstruct. Oh, we could have forced them into a line. That's a shame. Oh, we could still nuke like 3 of them. Maybe not the mage, depending on his res.
Nothing short of victory.
Well, thanks for XP stealing, Jade, just before I recruit you. Holdout safety? Right. Yeah. Yeah, holdout is very nice. Hello, Jade.
Excuse me.
Okay, we can talk about Jade.
Oh, yes.
I think I already talked about
meditating
Jade
now.
earlier in the stream, but let's just talk about her a bit again.
May I join your ranks, Divine One?
May I join your ranks? Yes, you may. So, Jade. She's a contender for one of the lower tier units in the game. She has one of the best designs in the game. Look at this. I wish more of the characters looked like this. It's the biggest shame in the world that she loses the helmet on promo. So Jade, she's an Armor Knight that doesn't have very good Armor Knight growths. She has magic. You can put her into magic classes like Mage Knight and she will perform pretty well. But she's a very high investment for not a lot of return. She's a meme unit basically, but she's okay. Her passive is res +2, but she's still going to get nuked by any kind of mage that touches her. I like Jade design-wise. Unit-wise, I think she's pretty bad. Is it time for the funny? What? She doesn't one-shot them? Why? Why doesn't she one-shot them? Excuse me? She just hasn't leveled magic. This is the problem with Celine. She just does not level magic. I mean, it's still amazing, don't get me wrong. This is still really good, but I was really hoping she'd one-shot them.
One strike will decide it all.
We need to upgrade the 11 sword more and give her every spirit dust we can get our hands on. Actually, El Surge is pretty nice. Changed class to either sword or lance general, so her weapon won't weigh her down. I mean, she's not being weighed down much. Oh, you mean Jade? Yes. If you want to use Jade, you should reclass her. Probably a good idea too. Base Citrine with a fire tome being incredibly useful. This is what I'm saying about Citrine. Citrine just kind of eclipses Celine, sadly.
I
But
claim
she does
this
fall off.
victory.
Yeah, Jade. Yeah, Jade. You want to. Man. Armored units just do not mess around. Let's do Killer Axe for the funny crit potential. Maybe I should have just gone for the highest hit. Shame she didn't have a momentum. Yes, that's it. We should have leveled her Sigurd more. I mean, she's got 5 with Sigurd or something for Canter. No, we didn't get Canter on her. No, you're right. So she's just level 1 Sigurd. Yeah, we should have. Should have, would have, could have. Okay, so the only thing left is the Hurricane Axe, which is fine. But it's not fine to have Chloe eat it, obviously. I'll come back to that. Let's just move these guys before I press end turn and forget about them.
Okay.
Missing a 9-to-5 is definitely an FE6 moment. True. That's really where all the big hits come from. Yeah, momentum. It is true. I brain farted on that. I should have...
I can do better.
Yeah, coming off his base magic stat, it's not going to do anything, is it? I mean, Hurricane Axe really isn't that bad, is it? I mean, I feel like the Hurricane Axe early isn't too scary. 22 magic attack. Yeah, it's fine. As long as he doesn't hit Chloe, it's all good. Thanks to the poison, we can now kill him with this. I love poison. I think the way they handled poison in this game was definitely a step up. It makes it a lot more useful. I don't think it's great by any means, but compared to like GBA poison or something, it's a much better mechanic. People joke a lot about FE6 hit rates, but Engage early game, I have hit units just miss 90s out of random. I mean, the thing about Engage is it runs on 1.5 RN. So above 50, you should actually have pretty good hit rates. It's under 50 that you have true hit. So that's why like weird 8% and stuff hit quite frequently, or at least they feel like they do. Because on 2 RN, 8% is like 1%. But on 1.5 RN, 8% is 8%. I got hit by 2% this game before? Yeah, exactly. Oh, see, this would have been a funnier override, actually, because they will probably end up funneling themselves. I like that one sword fighter, like, come back here. So, do we want to give this to? We're giving Citrine a lot of levels unintentionally, really. I'd ideally like someone to get damaged. Just so we can get a crazy mend for Alfred. Okay, she's getting the Sigurd Bond by herself. Oh, Lapis might level up and get a point of health. Look at this. Oh, wait, no, but it's Hurricane Axe. What am I doing? Let's not do that. Maybe. We'll just use Citrine. She'll damage herself. Can Thunder hit from there? Yeah. Yeah, I forget. I say Hurricane Axe isn't scary. It is scary on flyers. Like, very scary. Oh, we've got a Hurricane Axe. I forgot. We got a Hurricane Axe from the well. What's Jade's space magic again? 4. It's actually not bad. If we put a little forge on it, she might be able to do some shenanigans with it. Jade Gaming. It could be real. Oh, she doesn't have enough Celica rank. Yeah. I really should have just given characters rank in the arena before we started this chapter if I was going to swap the emblem rings around. Oh well. HP, Dex, Res, Luck. Okay, so he had his one, like, dream level that got me excited, and now he's just doing normal Alfred things. That's fine. Okay, let's get Lapis in position. This has gone pretty well, he says, tempting fate. But usually I lose a unit on this bit. And we haven't. Haven't hit Alfred, let's go. Maybe. Maybe. Once we have, like, unlimited Master Seals. I don't think we can do Alfred memes. Surely. Because the thing is, it's all fun and games now, doing all this, like, silliness, but, things are going to get very real when we get into the actual chapters very fast. Sadly. With all those heals, Alfred is destined for High Priestdom. I mean, unironically, the way that reclassing works in this game, you can just make people into a High Priest and they'll be incredibly useful. It's really nice. You can just do that. You can just say, hey, I'm designating you as a staff unit, and they will contribute. Which in an Ironman is great, because if you have a unit that's severely underleveled to the point that they're not really going to be able to do any combat, and you've got to pull them off the bench. Get magic, Celine, by the way. Strength, speed. Haha, thank you, Celine. Speed is really good, though. Really, really good. I can't complain. I'm just being annoying. What was I saying? I was rambling on about something as usual. I've completely forgotten. Can't have been that important. Actually, no, let's save this just on the off chance, because we'll need to Lodestar Rush Ivy, as is tradition at this point with every boss. That's why Vander isn't completely useless. Yeah, you can turn Vander into a staff bot, and he's pretty good at it.
This is it.
Don't worry yourself, she gets the Spirit Dust this chapter. True! Yes, you're right. You're right. And I believe it's right there. I knew there was... This game gives you a lot of Spirit Dust. Let's get the Armor Slayer for this. Yeah, this game gives you quite a lot of Spirit Dust early, so you can do that. Or you can give them... The smart thing to do is to give them Citrine or, you know, maybe Chloe if you're doing Levin Sword. But we'll give them all to Celine. We will force Celine to be good, whether she likes it or not. Okay, Lapis. HP, Strength, Dex, Speed, Defense, Build. Oh, Lapis has such bad build. Oh. He says getting a lucky build level up. The thing is, though, with Wyvern Knight does give her more build growth, I think. But, my goodness, Lapis. She wants to prove a point. And she's gonna do it. I'm very happy to see it. Yeah, this is fine. Although that is a steel sword, so he might crit him. But he actually lives a crit, so it's fine. The potato goddess rises. The thing is, I've only ever had really good Lapises, but then I give Lapis so much favoritism. So it is hard for me to actually be properly objective with her. Because I've yet to have a run with a bad Lapis in it. But then I've yet to not just, like, second seal her and give her XP and give her Lin and, you know, all the good stuff. So I will admit, as funny as it is for me to be like, Lapis good, maybe she's not quite as good as I always say. Get out of there, Fram. We haven't seen a Fram level in a while. I don't think Fram's really been doing much. Now that we've got, like, other staff users, we're trying to, like, funnel healing XP into whoever's got Micaiah. Oh, nice.
Just like a hero.
Just like a hero, Amber, indeed. The alpaca hero. Here's the whole alpaca thing is weird. Like, is he into alpacas in the Japanese? That's a character I've not actually looked into to see if that is the case.
Still good.
I imagine it probably is, right? But, like, so they added some really weird things, so maybe not. Because, like, Pandreo, for example, the wolf howling, he doesn't do that in Japanese. He doesn't go like, ow! That's something they added purely in the localization. For whatever reason. I have no idea why they were like, oh, this will be something Western audiences will understand more. Him howling like a wolf. Right, so we don't want to pull just yet. Let's just get everyone into position. Let's get our engagers back on the spots. Yes, even the alpaca jacket. Ah, yeah, true. He does have the alpacas. He does have the alpacas on him, right? No, it's on his thumbnail outfit. Yeah. Yeah, so I guess he does. I mean, one of these days I do just want to go through the Japanese, like properly go through it. It's going to be a pain to do because I'd want to do it myself and kind of go through the translations and see what changes actually happened. I know there's like already fan translations and stuff, but I'd quite like to get my own eyes on it because I don't really believe a lot of the things that people say. I know that sounds bad, but the amount of discourse around the localizing and stuff, it varies so much. I'd like to see for myself what's going on. Issues have been around since Final Fantasy VIII. I mean, yeah, there's always, localization's always been a thing. I think localization is good when it's done properly. It does help Western audiences understand things they wouldn't understand otherwise. The problem is, most of the time, it's not just that they do. Okay, so Ivy is like infinitely less scary than she was last chapter, which is kind of funny. We can probably just pull her in with Yunaka and then blast everyone else. Just make sure that nothing too scary is happening. I mean, we've got crazy murder units now, so I think we're fine. We should just be able to just bring her down instantly. The best thing about original Pandoro and Panette are their names, Pandoro and Panettone.
Awaiting orders.
Yeah, why did they change that? Because they were fine with Brodia having just Gems as their name. Why couldn't they let Panette stay as Panettone? That's kind of funny. I wonder if I would have liked her as much with that name.
My father's orders were plain.
You will not pass. I think we will, Ivy, somehow. But yeah, I mean, Ivy in this chapter, I think that like the idea is, oh, she's desperate, she doesn't have a ring or whatever, but it is a bit weird that she's severely weaker in this chapter than she was before. Well, that's an override if I ever saw one. Yep.
Raise your sword.
Meringue, yeah, Merrin's meringue. I love Merrin. I'm a big Merrin enjoyer. I slept on Merrin so much. Momentum! Okay, now we've got the proper funny override, but we only get it for 2 chapters, which is a shame. Okay, so I'm 99% sure this is just a murder. Is it a murder with Mercurius? That'd be nice. Yeah, it is. Good. Okay, XP time. Come gather your XP, children. Oh, Lapis. Lapis, Lapis, Lapis. What a bad unit.
Who's next?
I'm just being a pain. I don't mean to keep saying the Lapis stuff. It's just funny. You all said Leaf is a bad emblem. I mean, Leaf is awesome early because he gives all the like requirements for changing classes and stuff. When he comes back, he is a bit dubious because by that point people are promoted, they have a lot more build. But I think Leaf is still useful. He's still a ring. Oh, I should have Great Sacrificed instead. Oh well. Oh well, that's fine.
You were a good fight.
It's amazing how Micaiah works. Like, look at this. Alfred's basically caught up in levels. We didn't give him any XP, and then now he's... No, do not use it. And now he's just pretty much completely caught up again. Like, how you use Micaiah and Celica in the early game is so important. In fact, we should have been using Celica properly here. We could have given Bond rank 10 to Citrine and done Recover's shenanigans. Probably should have, would have, could have, should have. Leaf is good, does some interesting builds. Yeah. I mean, the fact that you can slot in stuff like Vantage and whatever it's called where you swap weapons, it's pretty nice. He does some interesting things. I think a lot of people just look at it and they're like, oh, but it's not plus strength, so it's bad. Jade! Jade, get in there. My goodness. Okay, let's just end this, shall we? With Mercurius, which we have not been using. I've forgotten. I've been getting overexcited and I forgot to keep using Mercurius. RIP, a lot of XP we probably should have gotten. Jade, sad face. Don't worry, we'll do something with Jade. We'll give her that Hurricane Axe and maybe we can do something funny with her with that. I mean, how much SP does Jade come with? 800? Hold out Hurricane Axe Jade? I mean, how much is hold out? Like 1,500, or is pretty expensive. Look at this! Deathless Stream. Who am I? Am I actually good at Fire Emblem? Is that my secret all along? I'm not just the meme guy? He says during like some of the very easy chapters. We'll see if I'm still saying that when we get into the proper meat of the game in a bit. Oh dear. Oh, is there a dog here? Or is it just like a rabbit? Like, when do we get the last dog? I feel like I missed a dog somewhere. Maybe not. Martha's good in FE1 and 3. It's just 11 where he sucks. I mean, he's not terrible in Shadow Dragon. He does actually snowball quite hard if you give him a lot of kills. He's just not as good as your generals. Hort's next chapter is a pain. Yes. Yes. I would say Hortensia is the scariest boss out of the boss gauntlet in the next chapter. By far. Just because she has very unpredictable AI, I've still not figured out what makes Hortensia move or not, because sometimes she'll just move off like the first chapter, first couple of turns, and other times she won't. And then she like sometimes goes for the magic ballista. I got a feeling that the Hortensia AI is a bit of a, like, they roll a dice almost, unless she sees a kill or something like that. Last dog is in Solm Fidgado chapter? Really? Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's usually when I get it, but I just... Oh, silver. Come on, more silvers. Silver. Dog gambling. Wow. We like that very much. Marth's not that bad. Being a thief also helps too. Yeah, exactly. He is the grand chest opener, which is useful in itself. A unit with high HP stat plus Berserker plus Tiki Emblem plus HP stat plus HP tonic plus Vantage. Yeah, I mean, that's what's fun. Wait, did we not do a well last chapter? I didn't do a well? Oh, for goodness sake, what a waste. Oh, and this is the last... This is the last funny chapter where you have... Oh. Oh, no, that's actually really bad. Well, because now that it's the split, we're not going to do 4 stars anymore. We're just going to do 3 stars. I'm surprised I didn't catch myself doing that. Oh well. So yeah, we're just going to do 3 stars from here on out. I'd like to push 4 stars early because, like, if you can get lots of SP and Master Seals and stuff, it's fun. Oh, we didn't get the funny extra Master Seal. Oh well. Roy's arguably a worse lord, with Roy only having the Binding Blade to save him. I mean, the Binding Blade is crazy, though. I mean, I know you only get it for, like, two chapters, or depending on whether you're doing the true ending or not. Like, I don't know. Roy is pretty bad. The thing with Roy that makes him bad is you have to use him. You have to use him to get objectives and stuff. And his promo's so late. But yeah, he's alright. His rapier carries him a little bit at the start. It's like the mid game. It's the mid to early late that's kind of you know, shaky. One unit I think people severely underrate is Ike in Path of Radiance. People underrate Ike in Path of Radiance? He solos whole maps. Like, really? I mean, I don't really look at a lot of Path of Radiance discourse outside of Maniac mode. And obviously people that are talking about Maniac mode know the game quite well. But yeah, Ike and Oscar together basically just solo the whole game, even on Maniac mode. Soren as well. Like, I've never heard someone say Ike is bad. That's crazy. that is the wildest of wild takes if people do discuss that. Like, I believe you that people say it, I've just never seen it. Like, that's wild. That's so crazy. What am I doing? Oh yeah, regular arena. Once he gets his promotion, it's 0 to hero, and it's hilarious.
I'm Lady Anna, the mysterious merchant.
I can see Ike being RNG screwed. I mean, sort of, but not really. You can have a slow Ike, or you can have an Ike that might struggle in the Black Knight fight, but I don't know. I think Ike is pretty solid, honestly. I really think Ike is a very solid unit. Path of Radiance Ike, like, my goodness.
Well, I won.
But like I said, I'm only talking in terms of Maniac. It's very possible that people play on normal and then characters like Jill and Marcia eclipse him massively. I can see that. Because if everyone's kind of one-shotting and not bothering about whether they take hits or not, then a slow Ike could be seen as dubious, maybe. Wait, do we have one more? We do. I was too busy rambling about Ike that I didn't even look at what that level up was. Oh well. Right, let's push these people towards levels. I don't like promoting people when they're like nearly at a level.
But I must try.
Even though it's like,
Let's have a good match.
it feels like waste, even though it's not really. I don't like Marcia on Maniac mode. Yeah, no, Marcia's terrible on Maniac mode. Like, Marcia, I love Marcia, but hard. I wouldn't use Marcia on Maniac. Well, I might meme Marcia on Maniac, but like, she's not good on it. So, we have the funny split now. I can't believe I forgot to do that well. I don't think we're going to get to do anything too great here. Yeah, we have like no books. I guess we just get more avoid on Alear. That's pretty much all we can do if we can. So we're at 200. And how much do we need for more avoid? 1,000. Is that worth it for like 5 avoid? I don't think it is. Now, something we are going to do, if we're going to use Jade, is we could give her hit from Sigurd, because one of her biggest problems is hit. It's pretty much all I'm going to give to her.
Complete.
Like, we're memeing hard enough. We'll do a little Jade memeing, but let's not go overboard with
I
it.
have to write a book about this.
I do like Tanith and Path of Radiance more. Yeah, well, I mean, calling in the Holy Guard. The Holy Guard are the carries. They're so good. I love the Holy Guard. All my homies love the Holy Guard. Le memeing. Absolutely. That's all we ever do. And we're probably gonna be punished for it incredibly hard when we get into the serious chapters in not too long. Oh boy. Okay, so now that oh, excuse me, my voice is going. Don't forget 313 Sniper. Yeah, absolutely, him as well. Okay, it's 10 hit. It's not much. It might help her out a little bit. Who knows? She is our like only axe user now. For now, anyway. Hurricane Axe though might go pretty hard off her. Like, she does have like 4 base magic. It'll hurt. We can probably like upgrade it a little bit for pretty cheap. So, what do we want before things go? Canter Yunaka is really good, actually. I think we're going to go for Canter Yunaka, because Canter Yunaka allows you to hit and run. You can take her off an avoid tile, hit someone, and then she can go back into avoid. I'm confused where the FE face is attached to IRL memes. Yeah, that is pretty much my channel in a nutshell. That is normally what my bread and butter, as it were. I do like making those. I have a lot of joy in that. The thing with my channel is it's not even necessarily a meme channel. My channel is just me making the videos I want to make. It just so happens that most of what I want to make are memes. Memes and shit posts. It's what I enjoy doing. Trying to make people, you know, maybe laugh a little bit, smile a little bit. Right. Zappy. Let's get you your canter. Good luck, have fun. Thank you. The last Rutger meme video was too good. Oh, what? The Roy one. People love that. That still gets like hundreds of views every week, and it's been out for like a year or two now. Yeah, that one is good. I mean, it sounds weird me saying my own videos are good, but it's one that I enjoyed making. Like, usually I can tell when a video's gonna do all right because I'm having fun. Well, I'm always having fun when I'm making them, but like, if I actually, like, it sounds a bit egotistical, but if I laugh while I'm making it, I'm like, okay, this is probably quite good. Is that weird to say? Maybe that's a bit weird to say. I don't know. It sounded less weird in my head. All right, it's bedtime, work in 8 hours. Good night, everyone. Good night, Vanguard Commander. Thank you so much for all your support. Appreciate it very much. The crit bonuses of the Binding Blade are busted. Yeah, the Binding Blade is... It's a hell of a weapon. It's a nasty, nasty, nasty weapon. I'm just a bit stuck here on what we want to do, because this is actually kind of important, because we do not get some of these skills for a very long time. Oh, I need to think about any potential reclasses. Is there anyone that needs things for reclassing? Amber. I think we're probably going to make Amber into a warrior, so let's pick up bow and axe proficiency now.
A royal soldier of Rhodia.
I am Leaf, the Prince of Leonster.
RIP Lance Power Free. I know. I would have loved to do like a big power weapon thing on someone, but we memed too hard for the Empress. The Empress got all our SP. I didn't realize we were actually that limited. I thought we had a little more than that. I'm not gonna lie. I guess we did spend 2,500 on Celine, and then another 1,000. On Lapis, because I think she comes with 500. What can we do? How much has Anna got? We could get something on Anna, because we will be using Anna. Could just get magic +2. We could do like mini sword power on Anna. Yeah, we could just give Anna like 1 rank of sword power, and that will help her along when we turn her into a mage knight. I think that could be alright. For lack of any other ideas, really.
Hi there. You can call me Lady.
I mean, we've kind of, like, normally at this point I go like hard doing everything, but we've kind of been already doing that with units. We have some very strong units now. So we've just sort of been doing it as we go along, rather than saving it for this point. It's kind of nice, actually. It means we don't have to just sit doing the arena over and over, which does get a little dull. Like, there's something about emulating the game that does sound appealing, because it means you can have mods that let you skip the arena and stuff, and just instantly get what you want. That does sound pretty good. Oh, we have to give her the books. The funny books. Oh yeah, the magic. We need to sacrifice that to the Empress immediately. Oh, not take. Okay. There is a lot of menuing in this, and I'm not very good at it, as you can see. But it's all worth it. So yeah, +2. This looks really weird because we're you know, she's an axe fighter, but we're going to turn her into a mage knight, and that reminds me we need to pick up proficiencies on her for that. So she needs swords and she needs magic. I mean, I can't remember if Anna has innate. I think she's got bows. Yeah, I think she's got bows innately, so that's fine.
If I win, you'd better buy something.
You better buy
I'm
something.
Celica. Are you my opponent?
I mean, it's not really Anna if you're not using 11 sword with her, is it? I think they should have made her a sword fighter. I get that there's a lot of sword users in the game and they want to do the heroes thing, but come on, Trickster Anna. It's iconic. Magic proficiency.
I'm Lady Anna, the mysterious merchant.
I'm Celica. It's my pleasure.
Yeah, so like these. Like, why do you have to watch the intros? Why? Did no one during like playtesting go, oh, this seems like it takes a little long? Okay, and then we need swords.
Hi there. You can call me Lady Anna.
You can call
I am
me
Marth.
Lady Anna. Yeah, that's
Show me
another
what
weird
you can
thing
do.
about Anna. Why do they make her like insist on everyone calling her Lady? Is that in the Japanese? I miss Karen Straussman as Anna. I mean, Anna
I worried
is
how you would fare in
a
combat.
very beloved unit. I think that Anna's been portrayed really well in the past. I'm a little sad that they decided to change her. I don't get why they did. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I'm just bored of doing it, so I'm going to stop. We could probably squeeze out a little more, but whatever. That's enough. So we have our proficiencies for Anna. Oh, Chloe needs swords, but that's fine because we get Lucina. Yeah, you get Lucina and Lynn that give swords immediately, so we don't need to bother with that. Oh, but she needs... No, she doesn't need staves, right? No, she doesn't need staves. It's fine. Okay. I need to bounce because I can't handle Real's voice. Real? Is that the name of the new Anna's voice actress? I'm not very familiar with the voice actors and actresses' names. I probably should be. I think they did a relatively good job. Like, even the characters that have kind of grating voices, they were directed to have that kind of voice, you know? I don't think anyone gives a wooden performance. Rez would actually be kind of nice against Hortensia.
I'd rather eat than cook.
Yeah, Chloe
but
has
I'll do
natural
my
staff
best.
proficiency. I thought she
so
did.
if I put
Yeah.
this here,
So we're fine then.
what a picturesque dish.
I mean, honestly, you don't have to worry too much about
came out
weapon
so
proficiencies. The only one that's a bit
Pardon me.
dubious is fists.
Delicious.
Like, you don't get fists until quite late. So if you
tastes
want
better if
fists,
you-
res +4. Nice. We don't have to worry about the mages anymore. But yeah, the only one you really have to worry about is if you want to use fists with someone, you definitely should pick that up, because you
Well,
don't
hey
get that
there.
for a while. Okay, let's just have a quick look at what's going on in here.
Take care.
Nothing? I don't think we get more seals yet, sadly. We've had our allotment. Let's pop this off. And we'll have a little look and see. Forge, and we should make sure we definitely have engraved everything. Master Marshal Chloe, Erica goes hard. It really does. Yeah, it really does. Wait, do you have fists? Can you get fists back at that point? Byleth has fists, right? I think we'll be fine in terms of that. So I said I was going to look at Amber, didn't I? Amber. I mean, when in doubt, killer weapons are pretty good. But we're gonna swap him to a warrior at some point. So if we make him a good killer lance, are there other people that can use it? Yeah, there are. So yeah, it'll be fine. We'll just give them this. Hortensia can use the Lewin instead of Alpha. She can. She can... Hortensia is so scary. So I think we've got all of them, right? We are actually using every single one of them. Now the question is, Celica, can we make an Hellfire? Because if we can make an Hellfire, I might make yeah, okay. So I'm going to make Ivy's Tome, which is an Hellfire with Celica on it. 50 dodge. Now you don't have to worry about Ivy's terrible luck anymore. Job done. And in the meantime, someone else can hold it until we get Ivy. But we get Ivy very soon, so only for a chapter or so. Hellfire's in the chest too. Oh, really? Do I already have an Hellfire? Oops. Oh, no, in the chest, you're right, in chapter 10. But the problem with that is you can't forge it with Celica because you lose Celica. Yeah. So it's Ivy's personal, basically. I saw someone do this like a year ago, basically, and I've done it ever since. It's really good. Right, I'm losing my voice. I can hear it, I can feel it. And we have the big gauntlet ahead of us, so I might just call it here for now. I think we've done really well. Deathless stream. My goodness, deathless stream. We managed to not lose anyone. And we've got some pretty good units. Chloe, I cannot believe an unpromoted Chloe going into the split. I've never had this. But yeah, we've got some pretty decent units. We just need Celine to level magic. Actually, while I remember, Spirit Dust, now. Get it in you. Oh, yes, 2 Spirit Dusts. Hey, look at that. Now she's good. Now she's good. Well, thank you so much for watching, everyone. I've really enjoyed this. I'll be back soon. I can't promise, because if I promise, then I'll, you know, stuff happens, life happens. I do have things coming up, sadly. But I will let people know when I'm going to stream. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.